Hey y'all, just when I go live, it would start boiling over. Y'all, I'm probably gonna soak my feet at some point while we live. I like to do that. Anybody else like doing that? Anybody else like soaking their feet sometimes when they get out the shower or out the tub? Anybody else like doing that? Y'all, I got something on my heart, and like when I say that, I mean I got something on my chest, but I don't know if I'm gonna talk about it. I don't know if I want to talk about it today or right now. I don't know how I'm gonna. Honestly, I think I'm kind of still trying to figure out exactly what it is that's bothering me. You know what I mean? Hey y'all. Hey sisters. Hey y'all. Y'all know that we here to watch the thing with Ronnie manager. So we gonna watch that tonight. But I just want to say that y'all, like, yeah, it's something bothering me, and um, like multiple things, and some of the things that's bothering me is new, and some of the things that's bothering me is old, and some of the things I'm wondering how long is God going to allow it to happen before it get better, and some of the things I'm wondering when I'm gonna deal with it. Like, I'm wondering, am I gonna just go ahead and start talking about it, or am I gonna just not talk about it? Like, I'm just really wondering, like, what is going on with certain situations, certain things, and then certain things that I know exactly what's going on, but I've been doing everything in my power, and the things that I was doing is not working. So I'm wondering when God gonna tell me what I really need to do, and when God is really going to deliver me from certain problems and certain things that's going on. You know what I mean? But through it all, I still got faith. My faith is not gonna be moved. But I'm just wondering, like, because you never want to be somebody that is either in the blind to something or being foolish, meaning you asking God to help you with something, and he been trying to help you through 20 years through this way, but you looking for the help in your way, so you missing how he's been trying to help you or deliver you from it. I never want to be caught up in a situation like that, because that's like unnecessary um pain, because you just don't see that he has been trying to help you or deliver you. So I never want to be like that. So I just been kind of like wondering, you know what I mean? I've just been kind of like wondering about a lot of things, and you know what I mean? Have you ever felt like that? Like it's not something, some things that's going on that's so bad that's like, making me cry or something like that. It ain't nothing like that. It's just certain things. It's so many things going on in my life that I talk to y'all about all the time. And then y'all know what we talk about with these things with Ronnie, with Junior, you know, and with people like Quail and Krishan, and then you got the term that people say, the good die young. And then, Quail did that to Ronnie, y'all. Like, he really did. And he's still free. And I know that I'm always the one. A lot of times I'm always the one, hey Neat, I miss you too. Man, look. Yeah, I'm okay. I'm okay. We all gotta be okay. You know what I'm saying? Hey, see, that's what I need. That's what I need. That's what I need. I need my sisters. You feel me? That's what I be needing. That made me feel good. Period. When she said, "Hey, Pooh," hey, Pooh, hey, y'all. But Ronnie really did that to him, man. Hold on, I'm really healing from narc abuse. That narc abuse, boy, and it's been so trying to try. It's been so trying, but I'm doing my best. I know, man. Them narc abuse, it is trying going through that, boy. We be going through some trying times, boy, going through that. So, you know what we gonna do to help you get through that is we're gonna continue to expose narcs. And a lot of people might say, well, what you wanna go expose other narcs for when you've been through narc abuse? No. The reason why it is good to expose other narcs, not only to help other people to understand what they're going through, but also when you look at textbook narcissism and you can literally point it out with what you're going through, it helps you to, for one, get a control over what's being done to you. And then two, it helps you to not internalize and not feel like you are to blame for a certain way that somebody else is behaving. So it's always good to remember that it's not me. This is textbook narcissism. They are doing this, and some of these things they are doing, they can't even help. They don't even see how they really look and really are. And then you find ways to deal with it. You find ways to get away from it. You find things to do. Like I was a person who I always felt like I needed to let a narc know that I knew they were a narc. And that is not good when you are still in a living situation with a narcissist. The worst thing you can do is tell them you know they're a narc, especially if they don't even know what the fuck a narc is. Now that word is becoming popular. So a lot of narcs like to hurry up and call you a narc real quick because they know that you catching on to them. Because the last person that they was with called them a narc too. So when they start doing that BS with you, and then they see you catching on, they gonna hurry up and say, "Oh, you being narc, you been a narc," because the last person that was calling them a narc, they didn't know what it was, so they went and googled the word, and so now they trying to find reasons. You got several reactions that a narc gonna do. For one, some narcs gonna say, "What the fuck is a narc?" and go Google it, and then when they Google it, they're going to start, trying to call you that. They're going to start trying to find ways to say that you are the narc. Then you got some of them they so narcissistic that they actually are cool with you calling them a narc. They be like, yep, I know I'm a narc. I'm a narc. They take it as a compliment. That's how narcissistic they are. And then you got some that will get angry because they so deep and disturbed with their narcissism that they can't take you calling them who they are. They can't take it. They cannot take it. You know why? Because they don't like feeling empathy. They can't feel empathy. However, they know the things that they're doing is wrong. It's like a man who beat you up and abuse you, and then the next day he don't want to look at you because he see all the bruises on you and all the marks on your body, and it makes him feel like shit because he know he did it. So he get mad at you because you bruised up. He get mad at you because you walking around like you hurt. Like it hurt when they broke your ribs last night. But then when you walk around and act like it ain't nothing after they beat you up, they call you a G. Oh, look at my baby. She a G. My baby could take that. There's some sick stuff going on inside households. And I don't care what you say. You ain't got to get in the chat and say, that was me. You ain't got to do none of that. Because I know that there's some people out there who deal with that, who deal with that sick stuff. And when you're in a house that's sick like that, to where the man gets mad at any point that you explain, that you show what he's doing to you is hurting you, or that you let him see himself and how wrong he is. And whenever he gets in a situation where he got to be accountable for the bruises that he put on you, and if it makes him mad and makes him flip on you and say, "You made me do that because you be acting so fucking stupid," boom, and then hit you again. When you're dealing with somebody like that, do not tell them that they are a narc, because those are the ones that could unalive you. All of them could. But those dark situations that you find yourself in, I don't know who I'm talking to, but if you find yourself in a situation where you're dealing with a man that is sick, that is strong, that you ain't never seen fight another man before, seem like he worship his homeboys and he hate women. If you ever ask yourself, damn, do this nigga hate me? If you ever ask yourself, damn, do he hate women? If you see the way he treat, that should be a sign, period. That's been being said for ages. The way they treat their mama, the way they treat their sister, the way they treat their aunties, the way they treat women, period, is the way they're going to treat you. That's been a saying for the longest. That's why I didn't stop my baby daddy when he told my son to come bring me some money. Because the reason why I didn't stop him is because I know that he teaching Cash to take care of his mama. He teaching Cash to take care of his woman, like when he become an adult, because that's how his daddy was. My baby daddy took care of his mama even when they wasn't together, which is the reason why it's second nature for him to take care of me. And when I say take care of me, I ain't talking about pay all my bills or whatever like that. But I tell you one thing, if I need some money, if I'm in a situation, I can call him. So when they didn't send my check and I had to go pay a bill and things was going on, and I said, remember that day? I said, I just need to make it to my baby daddy's house. When I made it to his house, he gave me $60 and he told Cash to come bring me some money, and Cash gave me $40. So I had $100 that day to go pay the bill, to get the lights back on, and all, to get put gas in my car and all of that stuff. And I didn't stop him because I know what he doing. He teaching Cash. If anything ever happened to him, or when Cash become an adult and get his own woman, his wife, he teaching him to be a man, to be a provider, to be a protector and provider. So that's why I didn't stop him, right? Because he's teaching him that early. Now, the reason why I bring that up is because if you dealing with a narc that is somebody that walk around, you know, like a big ass baby, feeling sorry for themselves after they put their hands on you. And then when they around their family, they act like y'all ain't just been fighting, or like they perfect. And then the minute that somebody in their family make them mad, they have a big old explosion and a big, and it seemed like the family is happy that they can send him away to your house. If it seems like even the family don't want to deal with them, if it seems like they come around and when they get mad, they say, "Oh, everybody hate me. Don't nobody want to deal with me. Don't nobody want to deal with me." One of them, don't be alone with that person. I'm telling you, it's dangerous. It is dangerous. Listen, I lost my train of thought a while back. Okay, but all I'm trying to get to, the whole point of what I'm saying is, if you are dealing with a narc It is healthy and good for you to learn as much as you can about narcissism and come to places like this where we talk about it, we expose narcs, and you can kind of get a handle on what you're going through and stop blaming yourself when you realize that it's not you and you're not special. You're not the only one going through this. There is a whole group of people in every city, in every nook and cranny of the world, period, that are going through this. You're not alone. Don't be ashamed of what you're going through because I am tired of women being unalived. I am tired of it. Being unalived by their boyfriends, ex boyfriends. I'm tired of men being unalived by women because women can be narcs too. I'm tired of women being unalived by their narc girlfriend or their narc wife. I'm tired of men being unalived by their narc boyfriend or they down low boyfriend or they down low husband. Or I mean, not down low husband, but you know what I'm trying to say, y'all. We have all dealt with it. We have all dealt with it. And it's best, and this brings it right back to what I'm about to talk about with Ronnie. It's best to scream than to be silent. You remember how, you know, I don't know if you ever been told what to do if somebody try to snatch you up or if somebody try to, they say scream because you got a better chance screaming than you do being silent. And I'm thinking about Ronnie when I say this because imagine if he would have been silent and this would have happened to him. I'm telling you right now, if Ronnie would have been silent and this happened to him because she knew he was about to come out and speak, but she caught him before he got traction, then no, it would be literally looking like just another homicide, bro. It would literally be looking like just another event with blick violence. You get what I'm saying? I want this to be pushed out. So y'all, I'm trying to make sure I control and maintain this right here because I want this to be pushed out. Push this out, y'all. And I'm gonna do my part with the words to make sure that it's friendly to the algorithm. Because we are about to look at what Ronnie Manager said. I have not seen it. Let me go ahead and pull it up while I'm talking. If you just now coming in here and you might be saying to yourself, what the hell is she talking about? I got a lot going on and I've been in deep thought today. I kind of am going through something a little bit. So just bear with me. Cause I literally, y'all, I could have went live an hour ago, y'all, but I've been thinking about stuff. I've been thinking about a lot of stuff, y'all. I have. And I pray it gets better. I know it's gonna get better. I trust God. I always will. But me and Vera was in here raising awareness for narcs, bro. Yes, yes. I love the fact that you're so passionate too. I really do. And I hope that that never changes, girl. I really do. Hey, y'all. Sonali, I see you. Everybody, I see you. Holy Ghost girl, I love you. I don't know if you're gonna make tonight live. I don't know if you are here, but you in the bushes. I don't know. But I love you, and I'm probably gonna call and check on you tomorrow. And you know, becoming family love you. We all love you, sis. You know we love you. Shout out to all of my moderators, Tar, TBT, Gia, Ushraya, and last but not least, Miss T. And also, you know, the best producers in the world is becoming family girl. Um, how about I'm gonna just let this lady, I'm gonna let it play first and then I'm gonna start talking because y'all, it's so much that I really need a minute. But I do want to talk about narcs some more. I do because that's what Ronnie was dealing with. And if you just be silent and you suffer in silence, then when they do what they do to you, it's that much harder. It's that much harder, you know? It's that much harder for them to be able to prove that you was violated, or that you not violated, but that you was unalive. It's that much harder to prove that you was unalive if you allow fear to make you be silent. You don't deserve to be treated that way. And for some reason, women that are in an abusive relationship, they be embarrassed about having that black eye. They be embarrassed about, having bruises on them. And it's not their fault. But the narcissist that beat them knows that they are embarrassed about it. The narcissist that beat them knows everything about them because they studied them so that they can get in and get close to them, so they know all the things to use against them to make them feel alone, to make them feel like they have nobody. Y'all, I was in an abusive relationship before. I know. And the fact that at the time I was significantly younger than him. I wasn't even 21 yet. I was under 21, and I had just got out of a relationship with RJ Daddy. Me and RJ Daddy wasn't together no more, and I was in that phase of my life where I just wanted to get over him, and so I started dating somebody, and it went really, really, really fast. And next thing you know, I was in a bad relationship. We was drinking, and I never drunk so much in my life. We were drinking every night when we got off work. And y'all, I think that when he did to my head, when he bust my head open, because when he hit me because while I was asleep. So all I remember doing is waking up and screaming because I had pain coming from my head and my face, but I didn't know what the fuck happened. I thought I had just got smacked by a car because we was drinking, and I had passed out because I had literally passed out drunk. And I just remember, boom! And I was just like, what the fuck is going on? It was a liquor bottle in his hand when he hit me in the eye. My eye, all of my blood vessels in my eye was burst. Like I was crying, and it was blood in my tears. And I'll never forget that pain getting bust in the head. And I remember waking up and it was blood all over the pillow. Like dried up blood. Just, it was bad. But guess what? Nobody ever saw me like that. I could have I could have been unalived in that apartment because I was out of state, out of town. Nobody, he had my phone. Nobody was able to reach me. And I was probably about 120 pounds. I have been, my weight has always fluctuated, but I've always been skinny. I know a lot of people were shocked at that picture when I was in my early 20s of how skinny I was, but what they don't know is I was known to be skinny, not thick, not fat. So it might look weird to y'all, but this looks weird to everybody that's known me all my life. People, this looks weird. The weight that I got on me now, it's a lot compared to what I had on my entire life. So just imagine I was that small, and I was getting beat the up. And I often wonder, y'all, because one day I was watching a video, and when my eyes, I never been able to like close my eyes, and my eyes just stay shut. My eyes always, when I close them, it look like they still open a little bit because you can still see the whites of my eyes. But ever since that happened, I feel like I got like a lazy eye or a dead eye where both of my eyes won't do the same thing. And sometimes I wonder, because I never went to the hospital. I never went to the doctor about it. It took a long time for it to heal, but the way that it healed, like it's still that's what I mean when I say hair will never come out. I'm not gonna say hair will never come out of that scar, but I think it keloid and everything. That was something that I needed stitches for, and I never went and got stitches for it. And it's a knot that still to this day it won't go, it has not went away. And this happened almost 15 years ago, but I suffered in silence. And I just always wonder sometimes when I close my eyes, and I know y'all be seeing it, it look weird as shit sometimes. Sometimes my eyes look crazy, but I think that it's from when I got bust in the head like that. And then he was smacking my shit up against the window. Like he was smacking my head. And do y'all know I stayed with that man? And it took me about a month or 2 months to actually leave him because I was scared for my life. I ain't gonna lie. And so we had quit our job and everything because he didn't want nobody to see me, bro. And we was making a lot of money, so we literally was able to live off of our last check for 2 months. We didn't have to work. We should have been working, and we had money, a couple thousand, like almost 15,000, and we would just buy a bottle every night, buy cigarettes, and buy food for me to cook. I had to make some chitlin cutlets and pork chops and shit. With a walking around with a black eye, man, that shit lasted for like 3 weeks. We finna get to this, but the point of what I'm saying is that I could have lost my life. And I ain't gonna lie to y'all, I don't got the type of, I don't even have that love in my family. I don't have the love that I feel like anybody deserves. I never had that with my own family for real anyway. It would be certain things that people would do to make it seem like they care when it go public. You know how when Blueface showed that hernia, how Krishan then went and got the surgery. Like if somebody else know about what's going on with me, then yeah, my family gonna act like they care. But if nobody else knows, don't nobody care. So if you are dealing with a narc, it's better for you to speak on it. Don't worry about the embarrassment and speak on what you're going through because you got a better chance doing that than being silent. I feel like also that Ronnie might have, been able to miss this hit if he would have just kept going too. I wish he would have kept going and not went silent because I feel like they was waiting for him to go silent so that they could try to work their way in. And I'm saying they, but y'all know I'm talking about Krishan. But Krishan was the one who gave Quell the order to do it. And I'm just like, man, oh my God, y'all. I'm thinking about all of this. I'm just thinking about so much, y'all. That's why I say I'm gonna just let this play. Cause my mind is everywhere. My mind is everywhere. Hold on. I'm sorry, sis. That's right. We survivors, not victims. That's right. But I wanted to tell my story so that you knew that you are not alone. And I am so glad. Like I used to like be like, why am I attracted to men that want to put their hands on you and want to do this and that? But y'all know Cash Daddy have never Cash Daddy have never put his hands on me. And I'm talking about I done got physical with the nigga, okay? Huh? Because he got away with women. So I done gotta huh? I had to grow up and learn to keep my hands to myself. Cause he ain't got to put his hands on me because that nigga got a mouth. Boy, look. Boy, look. Boy, that mouth. Give me your, give me your motherfucker. What you said? Boy, that got a mouth. He can go toe to toe with me with them words. But I'm glad that Cash never gonna have a memory where he seen his daddy put his hands on me. RJ never gonna have a memory where he seen his daddy put his hands on me. Because me and RJ daddy was kids, and I learned after I wasn't when I broke up with RJ daddy and we weren't together no more. I would have said like we was fighting, okay? We was fighting, we was young, and we was hitting each other. But when I got in that relationship after that, that's when I learned what domestic violence is for real. That's when I learned like things with me and RJ dating, it got a little bit but we broke up because of that. You know what I mean? But after me and him got out of a relationship, I don't know what he went through with other people after that, but I know what me, boy, look. And I was so loyal to the person who I'm talking about. I was so loyal and faithful to them. And man, wait till y'all hear the story behind why he beat me that bad in the car. Wait till y'all hear. He used to get me drunk. So do y'all know that sometimes I used to wake up the next morning and he would be apologizing to me and my body would be sore and I wouldn't know why he was apologizing. I don't he probably hit me in the head and knocked me out or some weird shit and I just didn't even know. And we was in Missouri, from Georgia to Missouri. I was out of state, man. My life was on the line so many times, man. And I thank you, Lord. I thank you. But I always wonder, y'all, about my eye, why my eye do that, and why sometimes my eyes look like that. Because it wasn't like that until I got hit, until he smashed my head like that. My eyes, it just feel like they never went back the same. And I wonder what type of damage was done. Like, was damage done in my nerves? What is it? Because y'all see how my eye do. It's not normal, and I wonder about that sometimes. So I wanted to tell my story, Neat, so you knew that you're not alone, girl. You're not alone. Damn, Tanya, that's crazy. How they gonna hit that brick wall on their own? Hold on. I did too, but my mom loved him, and I couldn't take my brother's dad away. Oh yeah, yeah. Okay, I know what you're talking about now. You was talking about you almost. Oh, I know that, girl. I know that because y'all know the first abuse that I had to deal with was from y'all know who. And I'm telling y'all, I thought about unaliving them since I was a kid. I used to wish they was not here no more. When I was a kid, the best time was when they had a stroke and was in the hospital for months. Yeah, yeah, I said it. I said it. That was the best time, and that's sad. That's sad. That's sad. It's real sad when you have a stroke and your daughter is praying when she get home from school every day that you still in the hospital. Every day. Every day I prayed when I got home from school that they was still in the hospital. Like, Lord, please don't let them be back. Please, I've been having good days. I've been being able to relax. I ain't had to worry about getting hit nowhere out of the blue. Yeah. And then as soon as the nigga came back home from the hospital, the nigga let you know I'm back. Oh hell no. I be damn. I'm so glad that my kids never went through nothing like that. And they never will. And I pray my grandkids never have to go through nothing like that. I wouldn't wish that on my worst enemy. Now y'all ready to start the show, man? We just kicking it tonight. If you don't like it, then it's a lot of other places to go. But every now and then we just gonna talk. We talking on the phone. It's Sunday night. I've been doing a lot of reflecting on a lot of things that's going on in my life, a lot of things that I've been seeing going on, a lot of things that's been going on with Ronnie and Krishan. And I'm gonna just play this, but just know y'all that I've been I've been really thinking, y'all. It's been a lot going on internally with me today. It's been a lot going on internally. If I shed a tear, y'all already know that's just I'm real like that. I'm not gonna hide nothing from y'all. But like I told y'all, it's a lot of things that, I'm just wondering how God is going to do and deal with certain things in my life. And I just want to say right now, Lord, thank you for my life. Thank you for waking me, Holy Ghost girl, RJ, Cash, Holy Ghost girl children, Neek children, Taisha children. Thank you for waking them up, Lord. Thank you for waking up Tanali. Thank you for waking up TBT, Tara, Gia, Brown Eyes. Come on, Neek. Thank you for waking up all of my sisters and becoming family. Thank you for waking up everybody under the sound of my voice, Father God, and our children. Tip Bittersweet. Thank you for waking us all up, Lord. Me and Ty and Yushraya and Misty, we appreciate that. We appreciate you, and I think you get the point, Lord, that I'm talking about all of us. And I just ask that you keep us safe, continue to order our steps, and keep us safe, keep our children safe and protected. Give us traveling grace wherever we go. Keep our households covered under the blood of Jesus, as well as us, our children, their fathers, and all of our families, Father God. Keep us all safe, Lord. And we thank you for that. We thank you for our children. We thank you for the fathers of our children. We thank you for our families, period. And we ask that you just continue to keep us safe and reveal things to us, Lord, in this video. Reveal things to us that will help assist the proper departments to be able to apprehend Quail and Krishan for what they did to Ronnie Jr. and others. Geronimo Vasquez. I ask that you touch the heart of the stylist so that the stylist would come forth to the police. I'm not saying publicly, it don't have to be that. Just as long as they come forth to the proper people, to the police, to the FBI, whoever. Because we really want to see Krishan brought to justice. We really want her to be held accountable for what she did to Junior and to Ronnie and to Geronimo Vasquez and to Chastity's son, other people in her family. And while we talk about and expose this darkness, keep us safe, Lord, and render any negative words, any bad things that they try to do in retaliation, render it void, stop it in its tracks right now in the name of Jesus. Let no weapon formed against any of us prosper. Let no weapon even be able to be formed, Lord. And forgive me for my mouth tonight. I love you, Lord. I thank you. And if I say something that you not pleased of, Lord, I know you're gonna convict me either tonight or in the morning. But you know this is an everyday thing. And that I'm doing my best to do my best to do better. I love you, Lord. I thank you in Jesus' name. Amen. Y'all ready though? Y'all ready though? Are y'all ready? What Nick said. Thank you, Lord. Thank you, Lord. Please bring us self awareness and self healing. Open the right doors and close the wrong ones for us. Serenity prayer for us to know the difference. Amen. 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 Yes. All right, now we gotta get to this. We've been here for 40 minutes, y'all. Let's cut the BS and let's get it. I might I might put this live on private after we do this. I might make this live members only or put it on private. I don't know yet.
What's up, TikTok? Let me try to fix my camera for you guys. Let me see if that's better. What's up, Lady T? What's up, Cassandra? Can you guys hear me okay? Hey, everybody. I am so sick and under the weather. I'm out of town. I'm visiting my family out of town. And I leave tomorrow to go to LA, leaving the early morning flight to go to LA Fashion Week. What's up, everybody? What's up, High Vibration? How are you guys? Boy, do we have some bullshit to get into. If you are a Ronnie Doe supporter, lover like I am, if Ronnie was your family, if you believed in his fight, you know about the bull that is going on today. I had to jump on sick and all in the middle of traveling. It don't matter. It is so disheartening and insane what is going on the media right now. And we're going to talk about it today, you guys. Thank you guys for joining me today. I don't give a shit if nobody gets on this live. As you guys know, my live goes on my TikTok after.
Like this live, like this video. Like this video. Let me make sure I liked it over here. I see our girl Ruby done made a new one. We'll get to that one when we can. All right, she got 2.7K. But that ain't enough. Why do she only have 2.7K? That ain't enough. I love you, Ty. That ain't enough, is it? Y'all, man. Oh God, I feel myself getting upset. We gonna have a mellow Sunday.
We gonna talk about what's been going on. I'm so tired of Krishan, you guys. I am so disgusted to my stomach. I know Ronnie's family is so hurt today by the bullshit and the messages that were posted today. It's just disgusting. And Cassandra, let me tell you, I feel the same way. I ain't sparing nobody anymore. I'm not being silent no more. We're not keeping shit dumbed down no more. We're going to talk about everything. I have not done a live, I want to say probably a little over a couple months, you guys. I've been extremely busy. Life has been amazing, very booked and busy, doing the most. I know Ronnie would be so proud of us. We work very hard. But I've had so many inquiries. Jess, when are you going to update us? When are you going to do another live? And, I had to really sit down and think about how I was going to do my live. And something just spoke to me today and told me to hop on and talk to my supporters and talk to Ronnie's supporters, because this was a safe place for us to come in and talk about Ronnie and talk about our feelings and talk about everything that's going on. So I have updates. I have spoken to Ronnie's family, you guys. I want to talk a little bit about that. There's a lot of switcheroo going on. We have people like Jay that was such a big Ronnie fan and supporter and best friend that I spoke to, and she confided in me, and then all of a sudden switched up and is seen in the back of a Sprinter with Krishan. I'm going to talk a little bit about that. Krishan has mental illness, you guys. For those of you who don't know, that bitch is manic and unhinged. And, excuse my language, but those messages today spoke volumes of what is going on. Okay, we're gonna get into that. Thank God we have people who cover Ronnie, who don't get shied away from the controversy, that continuously speak on his name. I know people, Lady T, Cassandra in here, capping for likes, Black Team Media, Better Days. I can go on and on about the people that
Becoming Team
consistently post
Lexus.
about Ronnie,
Girl.
consistently against all the adversity, speak about Ronnie
Becoming
daily.
Team
I see you
Lexus,
guys.
girl.
I appreciate you guys. I know you guys are just as affected as we are. We have not let up on feeling the hurt in our heart over Ronnie. Every day I think about Ronnie. Every day he crosses my mind. I'm still sick to my stomach about everything that happened, you guys. So it will never stop. You're so right. We will never stop. So, there's been craziness going on in the media. And just to have Krishan post those messages today, talking.
That's how I feel. That's how I feel today. Like, I don't want to say that it's discouraging, but it's disheartening. And today I knew all day that we had to do this live. And I don't know, I just been feeling like not necessarily sick to my stomach, not necessarily drained and depleted, but just like, man, is this really life? Like, it just had me thinking about my whole life and just thinking about things. And y'all know I dream very vividly sometimes. And when I got something on my mind, especially, man, my dreams sometimes they just take off. And I literally might be thinking about my dream for an hour after I wake up. Because after a couple of hours, it goes so quickly that I can only remember flashes of it. Sometimes I remember the whole thing, but when it's something like important, like about Ronnie or about something going on in my life, sometimes I would do my best to remember it, but I can't. It just be going. I'm tired of this with Ronnie, and I wish it wasn't like this. I, 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 I'm not necessarily saying I hate, but I do not like. I cannot stand the fact that it is so hard for people to really understand and believe that Krishan is behind this. If you notice, when Quell started getting questioned, like when the heat really got on, he felt like it would make him look more innocent if he continues to say he's smoking Ronnie, so that the police won't think that he's getting shook or scared. And I feel like that is what Krishan is doing. I feel like she keep on now mentioning somebody getting unalive because she don't want the police to think that she's not saying it anymore because they asked her a couple questions when she went to get Junior. She might be stupid enough to really think that she's in a movie and that it's less suspicious if she continues to disrespect Ronnie. She might seriously think in her mind that the police will believe that she's just trolling if she continues to disrespect him. She's trying to make them think it's a joke or some type of game that she is playing. And that is not it. It's not just her being disrespectful. It's the fact that she really orchestrated it and put it in action.
talking about Ronnie and threatening the public, it is just insane, you know. And I know for a fact detectives are paying attention to social media. I know for a fact that Krishan is being investigated. Okay, we can definitely say that. And so it's just a matter of time before one little one little tidbit is released and the right information is given to him and she is locked up for good. Okay. I have spoke to attorneys behind the scene. I have spoke to
That's
detectives
frustrating.
behind the scene, my team, my
That's frustrating too. That's frustrating too. That's frustrating too, y'all. Even when Ronnie was here with us still, I told y'all that I did not want to, you know, like be on his heels about getting an interview because that wasn't the reason why I was doing it. Remember, I said that the reason why I was doing it was because I really wanted the truth to be out. And I really want him to be able to be with his son. So I didn't care who he interviewed with. And I mean, but the truth of the matter is that I did want him to interview with us. I did. But I didn't want him to think that that was the only reason why we was doing what we was doing, because it wasn't. And I felt like if I would have pushed it and I would have been on his heels about it, then I felt like he would have took it that way. And it was very important to me that he knew that we supported him generically. We supported him. What's the word I'm looking for? Organically, not generically. We supported him organically. And I really, really wanted him to know that. That was important to me. But then at the same time, I'm kind of kicking myself in the ass a little bit because I know if I would have put that pressure, then he would have did it. Because whenever he thought that I was mad at him, he always got at me. He always either hit me up or either picked up the phone or either said something where he knew that I was gonna hear him. Just like when Krishan got locked up and we was asking, like, okay, now what he gonna do about this? He came out, and you would have had to be here to know that Ronnie reacted to a lot of the things that was said over here on Becoming Family. When we said people need to start coming out and speaking out, people started actually coming out and speaking out. And you could tell with the way that they was talking and the things they was saying that they had seen our videos because they was saying things like rock tar. Y'all remember when we came up with that? They was saying things like well, it's a lot of things that people would say that would have either just been said or is a thing that we do over here or that somebody would be saying in the comments or and I could tell that people see what we doing, but people just not gonna say that they see. So when y'all are out in the YouTube streets, represent for Becoming Family, y'all. When I come in the chat and I put a test piece in the chat, if you a part of Becoming Family, no matter where we at, because I got that from Crown Family. Okay. When he come in the chat, no matter what chat he in, Crown Family, if y'all don't know who Crown Family is, that's official King Payne. Or I forgot what Sean Davis Wait thing is. But when he come in the chat and he put a crown in the chat, it don't matter who chat they in. Everybody who a part of Crown Family gonna put them crowns in the chat. So if y'all see me out in the streets and I put a chess piece in the chat, or one of the moderators is out there and they put a chess piece in the chat, Holy Ghost Girl or TBT or Tara or Gia or Yushraya or Miss T, if any of them, if y'all see each other in somebody else's chat, let it be known where you at. Let it be known who you rep. Let it be known that the chess pieces Becoming Family, Becoming King Lexus. Put the chess pieces in the chat no matter where you at. And let them know what it is over here down to the Becoming Family. Okay? Thank y'all, because we all we got, man. We all we got. Ain't nobody gonna promote us. We gonna have to do it ourselves. You hear me? Put them ones in the chat right now. Put ones in the chat every 30 to 60 seconds. Y'all know that. We do the ones and the twos to let us know if something ain't right. If they putting twos in the chat, then that mean that they can't hear me or they can't see me or that they yeah. And I love that because it lets me know that my influence and becoming family art influence got potential. We got a little potential when it comes to the influence. That's what you want. You want to be able to have that because that will take you a long way. But at the same time, every now and then I get a little bit mad at myself that I didn't put pressure on it because y'all, I know what would have came out if me and him would have been able to do an interview. And I told y'all right before he was taken, I told y'all that he had let me know where. Oh my God, I'm having a moment right now. Jesus. Oh God, y'all. Hold on. I'm gonna let her play because I gotta go get this together in my mind. Something just came to me, y'all. Oh Lord.
Attorney has spoken to detectives.
Hmm.
They're actively trying to connect everything. There was a rumor going around a couple months ago that they have found his killer. Even a Jay mentioned that they had found his killer. As of now, I'm going to make this very public. There has been no arrest on Ronnie Doe's case. Not one at all. If there was an arrest on Ronnie's case, you guys, Ronnie's family would have posted it. They know how much support Ronnie's has. They know how much the public was such supporters for Ronnie, and they would have been let us know. Okay, you can look it up. You guys, it's 2025. There's ChatGPT. There's Google. You can go to the Maryland Police Department and look at their records. There is absolutely nothing about anybody being arrested for Ronnie's case. Okay, so I want to make that very clear. The Rocktards are trying to spread a little narrative. I see it here and there. Oh yeah, Ronnie was in the streets. Oh yeah, Ronnie's killer has been caught already. Absolute lies. I don't want you guys believing that for a second. That is an absolute lie. Thank you, lady people. That I appreciate you, Mama. And you know, it's just sick to my stomach. So I want to read to you guys a little bit what was posted today. So we're gonna get into it, okay, you guys. Again, excuse my voice. I'm so under the weather. I've been sick. I've been back visiting my family, like I said, and I have been super busy, so I haven't seen a lot of people. I've been to barbecues, baby showers, and I just think I've been doing the most, you know, around a lot of people. Yeah, you know what, and I can confirm that I spoke to Aunt Jetta personally. I spoke to Ronnie's family personally, you guys, and I had an amazing conversation with them. You know, and we got really down to the nitty gritty. They were transparent with me about a lot of stuff. I can say this to you guys, they 100% believe in their hearts that Junior is Ronnie's biological son. They told me that when they are ready and the family is, you know, healed, they're still going through it, you guys. They lost their king. They lost their only, you know, boy in the family. They lost someone very close to us, and we can't even begin to understand how that feels. Or a lot of us are impatient, or why aren't they speaking out? Why aren't they fighting? We could never understand losing a loved one, and when your time is ready to speak up for them, right? I let them know very clear as day that when you guys are ready to speak, please let me help you. I will get you on every podcast. No Jumper, Tasha K. I will get you on every platform to advocate.
It took me. The reason why I just did that is because I just had a moment because it took me a little bit. I think I started realizing what they was doing maybe late February, early March. No, I say it was earlier than that. But y'all know that when I was busting down what Quell did, y'all know that's when I started realizing that they set everything up in person, but their way of getting around the cell data and all this other stuff, they communicated through chats, not through personal messages. They spoke to each other through the chat. What I was just, and it's so true. That's where the smoking is. Also, because you can delete your man. They thought they was so smart. They spoke to each other through chats, right? Y'all might not remember this, but I'm gonna go and find it and pull it up for y'all. Because I told y'all right before Ronnie had passed away, I said, y'all, we good with Ronnie, y'all. We not mad at him. We good with Ronnie. Because he had spoke to me through the chat. It's still in my chat somewhere. I ain't gonna tell y'all no lie. We said Ronnie had went radio silent, and we hoped that he wasn't with Krishan. But we are afraid that that was the case, that he's somewhere laid up with Krishan because he's being silent. Either that or she paid him, but he went silent. And we were afraid that he had stopped being on the mission. I'm talking about afraid to the point where we started getting irritated and we started like, Ronnie, what's going on? And for whatever reason, he could not directly tell me that he was still on the mission. He went and made a comment under an old video and let me know we gonna still do the interview. And I wish that I would have just shut up. But then again, I'm glad I didn't because I know that proof is out there and I can pull it. But he responded to me in the chat because he didn't want somebody to know that he was talking to me. He didn't want somebody to know he was still on the mission. Probably 24 hours or 48 hours later, I got a phone call saying he wasn't here no more. And I didn't even believe it when she first told me. I I remember what I was doing that day. I was literally getting ready to go to work. I was literally getting in the car, getting ready to go to work. And I did not believe it when she said it to me. I said, no, you lying. You lying to me. You lying to me.
Advocate for Ronnie and tell your story. I've made that so clear to them. Whenever they are ready, I'm here for them because I truly believe that they need to speak up. I think Miss Carlissa knows, Blueface's mom, that that is not her grandchild. Blueface knows that is not his baby. This lie has been going on for so long. Krishan and Blueface has been pulling wool over everyone's head for so long, making money off the public. They got $1 million deal, you guys, to shoot Crazy in Love and to keep up the narrative that they were in a relationship and that, you know, Krishan was pregnant with this baby. And Blueface is a marketing genius. I will continue to say this. When this boy sees money, he's on it. You get it? And they were making a lot of money. Okay. And so it's just disgusting that everybody in that circle has kept up with the lie. But we see glimpse, you guys. We know human behavior. We see Miss Carlissa say, oh, my supposed grandchild, if that's my kin, no one wanted to take the baby at the courthouse. If that was a blue face baby, everybody in that circle would be fighting to get that baby help.
Exactly.
That girl is in every single hood but motherhood.
Yeah.
That girl is being used by the media. She is being clowned. Every stream she goes on, she's made a mockery. It's disgusting. You got the baby on Black Boy Max and Ray J's stream just laying in the corner all weird. Mm-hmm. What is going on?
I don't
We just
know.
gonna keep using Krishan and just everyone just gonna use her up. Blueface used her. Everyone just gonna
Girl,
keep using
y'all,
her up and
I
leaving
don't
the
know what
baby
this
just
is.
wobbling in the corner.
I don't know how I'm feeling,
Ronnie's
y'all.
family would never let
I'm
that
feeling some
happen.
type of
Ronnie's
way.
family would never treat
Feeling
the
some
baby
type of
like
way,
that. They would
y'all.
love the baby no matter what. You guys don't think Ronnie knew the baby, but Ronnie saw the baby at the mall. Let's not forget, Ronnie met Krishan up at the mall and saw the baby. And I'll say this again. He told me, Jess, when I saw that baby, it was so bad. He said it was so bad, you guys. And we hear glimpses and just minute rumors of how the baby looks and the medical issues. And we had a leaked document that came out, maybe 4 or 5 months ago that listed a number of alarming conditions. You guys, my nephew was born a week before Krishan Jr. And my nephew can run, walk, name every single cartoon, you cannot keep this boy away from life and elevating and having fun and talking. And we're hearing things that he's falling off the bed and she's saying, let the baby fall, he's strong. It is so disgusting that this boy is left in smoke shops, left in the beach, left with random men. What is going on, and why is everybody in the media not taking accountability and just watching this horrible mother with Ronnie's son disrespect this innocent child in so many ways? To me, it looked like she don't want the baby. She don't want the baby. She is probably disgusted that the baby has issues. She is disgusted that that's not a blue-faced baby. As soon as that baby came out looking like Ronnie, she knew she was in trouble. She knew she was in trouble. And you had a minute time, girl, to play it off. You had a minute little time when he was very young and kind of looked like you, when people didn't know if he was Ronnie or baby or Blueface baby. Girl, it is so obvious that that is Ronnie's baby. It is not even funny. It is so obvious that it is Ronnie. The baby looks just like the family. The baby has the mother's head. The baby has the grandma's head. The baby looks dead like Aunt Jetta. The baby looks like Ronnie's family to the T. I'm very conflicted, you guys, because I never hated Krishan in the beginning of this journey. When I first started working with Bonnie and was introduced to Ronnie and met Blueface and kind of got thrown into the circus, I really
rush you. Just tell me when you're ready.
Okay, in like 2 minutes.
Okay.
You just spoke up.
I'm gonna hit your call bell when you're ready.
Okay.
Yeah, take your time. But actually, help you just. I do want to help you just the first couple of times since you had the girl. Just make sure you're feeling steady. Okay. Just call when you're ready.
All right. Oh. Set the phone up. Did that door lock?
I don't think it do.
I'm ready.
No.
Come on.
Set that phone up.
Let me show you how a baby body bounce back. Just bounce. Yeah.
Oh, let me see.
No complications, none of that. Oh my God, yo. Hey. What you about to say? It's like you want to say something. Why is
He
your
been in
eyes
there all that
open?
time. He ready to skid out. He about to say vibe. Shoot. He ready to get active. When we going on jet, mommy? Jet? You gonna jet? I'm ready to get out of there. Where we going in next?
No, I gotta heal up first.
Nah.
And then I'm gonna get in the boxing gym. I'm about to heal for like a good 2-3 months.
He gonna mess around and be a boxer.
And then the first time I pop out, you know, I got a boxing match, y'all.
Oh yeah, you about to get active.
It's overseas. Ain't that right? Push back, just bounce. Yeah.
Oh, let me see.
Whenever you're ready, but I don't want to rush you. Just tell me when you're ready.
Okay, in like 2 minutes.
Okay.
You just spoke up.
I'm gonna hit your call bell when you're ready.
Okay.
Yeah, take your time. But actually, help you just. I do want to help you just the first couple times since you had that girl. Just make sure you're feeling steady again. Okay. Just call when you're ready.
All right. Oh, set the phone up. Did that door lock?
I don't think it do.
I'm married.
No.
Come on.
Set that phone up.
Let me show you how a big body bounce back. Just bounce. Yeah.
Oh, let me see.
No complication, none of that. Oh my God, yo. Hey.
Bounce back. Your body didn't bounce back. You just not getting right. I gotta show y'all something.
What you about to say? It's like you want to say
Can I
something.
say something?
Why is
He
your
been in
eyes
there all that
open?
time. He ready to skid out. He about to say vibe. Shoot. He ready to get active. When we going on jet, mommy? Jet? You gonna jet? I'm ready to get out of there. Where we going in next?
No, I gotta heal up first.
Nah.
And I'm gonna get in the boxing gym.
Yeah,
I'm about to heal for like a good
he
2-3
gonna mess
months.
around and be a boss.
And then the first time I pop out, you know, I got a boxing match, y'all.
Oh, you about to get active.
It's overseas. Ain't that right?
He's so cute, y'all.
Yo, all right.
He's so handsome.
Uh-oh. He like, I want a bottle now.
Uh-oh.
What's wrong? Okay, I got you. I got you. Let me see your toes. So he do this weird thing with his toes, right? Yo, it's so funny because his feet look like somebody I know.
Let me see the feet.
I had starch in my mouth. I couldn't talk, girl. I was choking over here trying to talk, girl. Girl, you know already. You already know. I was over here choking, girl, trying to talk, girl. Now, we done been here before, but we gonna go back again. I don't care how many times we got to go back. Let me get this down. If I got starch on me, listen. Y'all know I'm over here. I got both cans. I got the Argo and I got the Family Dollar brand. I like to mix it up. Look. Oh Lord, the people gonna think I'm on that. No, I don't do that. My body is a temple. My body is a temple. And if you do that, girl, change your life, girl. It ain't. Don't be like Krishan. Don't be like Crack Rock. Don't be like her. Change your life. Don't do that. But listen, seriously, y'all look like I got. Okay, but listen, y'all, we done been here before. I know I'm stupid. I know I'm a fool. But I know you ain't got to tell me. But no, seriously, y'all just heard what he said. Okay, I don't want to take away from the moment with my silliness. We got to be serious. Y'all better leave me the hell alone. I see you over there laughing at me, brown eyes. Brown eyes, I see you over there laughing at me. Careful with that starch. It raises the sugar levels. I know. And y'all know that I ain't gonna make this about me right now, y'all. But sis, bring this up again later, please. I need to talk to y'all about that, about something else that I was thinking about. I've been in deep thought about a lot of stuff today, and you just hit another one of them things I was thinking about when it comes to a lot of stuff with me. You know, we gotta watch what we putting in our bodies, bro, because what we put in our bodies might affect our bodies differently, and you might be seeing something change, and it might be a medicine that you taking, it might be something that is causing a reaction in a different way. And so if you really in tune with me, then you probably already know where I'm going with this. But let's not pause that, let's not talk about that right now, because Ronnie's manager just said something that we've been saying for 2 years. It's frustrating, y'all. It is, but I gotta take this and roll with it. Okay? Because how many times people were so mad at me about how many times we watched this video. People were so tired of it. And it just is so funny to me that people was in the chat. Oh, I'm tired of her. Keep on watching that. Why we gotta keep watching the same video? Because I was trying to wake the people up a long time ago, man. That's why. All them times y'all did not want me to play this video. Y'all was tired of me playing this video. And I was trying to tell y'all and show y'all the proof was in the pudding the whole time. And it wasn't becoming family. It was the outsiders that was coming in, just coming in, popping in just for the drama. But they ain't really like me or really like what we was doing. Or they just obsessed with Krishan and they want to see all things Krishan, and they want to act like they on the right side and that they won't change, but really they secretly obsessed with Krishan. And if we are not talking about Krishan, they are not there. They're looking for somebody else who's talking about her. They literally leave out the room the minute you say something about something else that don't have nothing to do with her. And I'm here to tell you, I know you probably think that you on the right side because you in the channels that are saying things about her that are not favorable, but no, you are obsessed with Krishan, and it is not about saving Junior for you. It is not about helping Junior for you. It is not about justice for Ronnie for you. It is about bashing Krishan. You are obsessed with her. I'm here to tell you that. We see you. I don't know who that was to or who I'm talking about, but y'all, it is some, and I'm not talking about a content creators. I'm talking about viewers. I'm talking about viewers and subscribers, or public subscribers, as YouTube would call them. I'm here to tell you that we see you. You're just obsessed with Krishan, and you will go to anybody's chat that is saying something bad about her. And the minute that they talk about anything other than Krishan, you are out of their chat and you're trying to find another person that's talking about her. So you either talking about Krishan, watching it, or missing a good chance. So you gotta hurry up and find somebody else because you might be missing a good chance to get somebody else that's talking about her. And it ain't about that for us. People who are making videos about this and doing stuff like that, most of us, it's because it touched our heart. Because we got to look at this baby suffer. We got to look and see what happened with Ronnie and how unfair it is. Like, come on. You can't tell me nothing messed up about him. He wasn't no abuser. He didn't even unalive Geronimo Vasquez. He didn't even do that. The only thing you might be able to highlight is a little bit of immaturity in certain ways, but that's every young man his age, especially when you're dealing with the pressures of a lot of eyes being on you. And then you deal with people trying to call you a boy and trying to make it seem like you less of a man than Blueface. So it might be little certain things that he did, or said that might have been immature, but it's not because he a bad person. It's just because he online. So, and he everybody, he wasn't perfect in the way that he said and did everything. But I'm telling you one thing, he was the closest that I have seen to it when it comes to somebody who did not deserve what happened to them, y'all. I'm talking about this man did not deserve that. And I told y'all back then, Years ago when we was watching these videos, I told y'all I feel like Ronnie was somewhere in the midst in the hospital. I feel like he was at the hospital. Didn't I say that? And what happened? We found out. So I know that a lot of people might not like the way that I do things over here, but I'm telling you, we on to something over here, y'all. We always shaking the table. We always shaking the table, y'all. For the people who subscribe, thank you for staying down. Thank you for staying down and holding it down for becoming family. And I see you, all right? I want you to know I see you. Keep coming in the chat and making yourself known. Because when I see somebody and then I keep seeing them, I see that you fucking with me. And I appreciate it. Dang, I ain't mean to say that word.
We ain't gonna say no names.
Y'all heard that?
Funny because his feet look like somebody I know.
Me see the beat.
We ain't gonna say no names.
Her and the stylist. Her and the stylist. His feet look like somebody I know. We ain't gonna say no names. Now, I pointed this shit out years ago. Why did I point it out years ago, y'all? Because both of my boys, when they was born and I looked at their feet, I thought that it was just so fucking amazing how they feet look just like their daddy's feet. How your feet look just like your daddy's feet. It's like a little baby version of your daddy's foot. Both of my kids got feet just like their daddies. RJ daddy got distinctive feet, and Cash daddy got distinctive feet. And they feet look just like their daddies, y'all. When me and Cash was at the Thanksgiving dinner at his school, and Cash had to go take something to the trash can, and he walked to the trash can. Y'all, when I tell y'all, he didn't even know that I was watching him like this. But I'm talking about the way that he walked, his mannerisms, his demeanor, everything, bro. It's just like his daddy. Just like his daddy. And it is so cute to me, y'all. It be having me wanting to cry when I see Cash walking or doing something and he not even trying. But he is just like his daddy. And I know he look up to his daddy so much. Y'all, that boy love his daddy and always have. Always have. I'm talking about, man, listen. When his daddy had to go out of town, remember when he had to go out of town all of a sudden? And I thank God that that ain't our lifestyle no more. But I remember Cash was a baby, y'all. Cash was literally a baby, but he was like either just turning one or he just turned one because he was in that stage where he wasn't crawling no more. He was standing up and walking. And I remember I was like, "Ooh, it's your daddy. Here go daddy on the phone." And Cash would literally go into another room. He would literally like say we in this room. If I tell him his daddy on the phone, a baby, y'all, we talking about between 12 and 18 months, between 12 and 16 months. Cash would literally take the phone, daddy, daddy, and go somewhere. He wanted to go somewhere off by himself on the phone with his daddy, y'all. I don't care if it was the closet. He looked, hold on, y'all. I gotta get the food. Wait, oh hell. Hold up.
Oh my God, yo, his feet look like that. Yo, and they long. He got long, big feet, and he got long and big hands. He just went back to sleep.
Tired.
Yeah, but I thought he was hungry. All right, I'm gonna go pee pee. We gonna wake you up.
I'm trying to make
Change your
the
diaper.
point that I'm trying to make is that I just thought it was so cute, y'all, how much he loved his daddy, y'all. And man, look, man, I thank God. Can you get back on track? Leave me alone. Good God. Y'all know I was in deep thought today. Yours too, girl. Hey, Tara. Hey, my sister Tara. All right, we're gonna be back on track. So, basically, The girls, they laughing at the hospital, talking about, oh, he looked like somebody I know. His feet look like somebody I know. And lo and behold, who was the person who joking about it with her? The damn stylist. The stylist is the key. The stylist. Another thing, you said Ronnie was probably spending time with the baby when Krishan was in jail. I'm wondering when that would come out. Boom. Girl. Now see what I'm talking about? I ain't gonna forget that we here. We here. Cause I told you that's why he was mad at Serene. Because he feel like Serene flipped on him when Krishan got out, which she did do. She did do that. Can't wait for it to come out. I can't wait for it to come out. I can't wait for us to find out so much, y'all. But all right, some of the girls want to get back on track. We know what that means. We was talking about that earlier. We gotta get back on track, girl. We gotta talk about Krishan, girl. Hurry up, girl. We gotta get back on track and talk about Krishan, girl. Hold on. Mixed kids have the parents wait. Most kids have the parents' love feet. As an age, we knew from jump that Sonny was Ronnie exactly, and y'all Pete Rock is called and Pete Rock is called Junior again. She calling him Junior again, girl. All right. Let's go, y'all.
You ready?
All right, now I'm gonna let the lady. I'm gonna let her. I'm gonna go back to here and let her finish.
Really, really, really
I'll
supported
bust
all
that
the
down
girls. You
later.
know, even though
We'll
me
go
and
back.
me and Bonnie was popping it online, doing the most, we understand virability. We know how to get clout. We know how to go viral. And it wasn't until I met Ronnie and went through the situation with him and knowing all that I know behind the scenes. Like I said, when I start working with Ronnie, as you guys know, I was helping him, managing him behind the scenes. We had a team going. Captain was helping him with his music and getting him all his stuff set up. We were helping him go off. We were getting him booked. And he had to break down the whole story for me. I made Ronnie sit down and tell me everything that he went through. You know what I mean? And I really, really fell in love with the person Ronnie was. I admired his fight. I'm very aware that Ronnie was pulled in so many different directions and talking to so many
Mhm.
people,
Mhm.
and we were just trying to help him navigate. To me, Ronnie had a story just like Bonnie had a story. They were dealt a bad hand with the Blueface and Krishan situation, and they were both in the limelight trying to navigate and trying to tell their story. He had timelines, he had receipts, he had proof, he had everything to convince me that that was his son, and
Mhm.
believe wholeheartedly it was taking the proper legal steps to go get his child back, and to have him gunned down
Mhm.
as he was fighting for paternity, when he had told me several times, and I have mentioned this on lives before, my team had to fly Ronnie out of Maryland because he was being threatened from Krishan's family. Okay, so this was a very real thing. And as soon as he told us that, we're helping him, get him plane tickets, get him the out, okay? It was very serious. It was very serious. Never in a million years did I think that this circus or this would be taking that. But in that moment, I realized we were not dealing with somebody normal. And everything Blueface had told us and everything Blueface had combined and me and Bonnie about her being evil, everything Whack 100 had told us about her being a setup queen and doing this demonic stuff and all this we had heard, it just came rushing to me, and I'm like, oh, we're dealing with somebody so lost, somebody who doesn't even love or respect herself, somebody that actually hates herself. It can't even look herself in the mirror. Krishan is suicidal, you guys. Krishan has mental illness. When you see Krishan get online and start popping it and speaking this blasphemy and talking about Ronnie, she is in a full manic state. I need you guys to know this about her. Her
I
son is
said
not
that.
safe. No.
Does it matter that I said that, y'all? Do I need to deal with my ego right now? Do I need to stop doing that? Does it matter that I said that? That doesn't matter, do it. That doesn't matter. Who cares? I'll just let everybody hear everything all over again that I said, and it's okay if it seems like somebody else is saying it. I mean, hey, as long as it's being said, you know what I'm saying? Because I've been saying that she's manic. I'm so glad that somebody else out there though knows that. You know what I'm saying? I'm so glad that other people know that the girl is manic all the time. But you can tell when she's super manic. You can tell when she's in mania. You can tell. Sometimes her mania is being taken out in an evil way, and then sometimes her mania is being shown in a different way. And I'll show y'all that one day how she has mania in two different um vibrations or something, if you will. Um I'll show you what I'm talking about. Her mania is not just the way that she is right now. Her mania goes in different ways, and I'll show y'all that one day. You've been saying you've been saying it, and we agreed with you. Thank you, baby. Thank you. Thank you. I just feel like, man, y'all don't even understand how this feels, and we need to call Gucci Mane's wife. Come on, Keisha Kayor. Come on, Keisha Kayor.
No kid should be around her until she gets proper help.
That's true.
We are very concerned about Ronnie's son's safety. We are very concerned that something is going to happen to that child.
Hashtag protect Junior.
It is embarrassing. It's gut wrenching to watch every day. The Rocktards have been so quiet today. Ever since she posted that about Ronnie and talking about Blueface today, I haven't seen no posts from all the Blueface blogs that usually have her back. Where are you guys today? Y'all haven't said not one word today. Y'all are so vocal usually. Y'all got Krishan's back so loud usually. Where are you guys today? I'm wondering. Because you guys know she's dead wrong, and you guys know very well she has something to do with Ronnie's passing. If Ronnie was not fighting for paternity and Ronnie's voice hadn't got loud, Ronnie would still be alive today, you guys. Ronnie knew he was in danger. Ronnie knew they were coming for him. Period, point blank. I don't give a shit what anybody has to say. I don't care what nobody has to say. Okay? Ronnie was in fear of his life, and Ronnie absolutely knew that they were coming for him. He had two.
Now, y'all hearing what she's saying? She's saying that Ronnie was fearing for his life, and he absolutely knew that they were coming for him. And he did. Not only did he say that, not only did he allude to that on the phone when I was on the phone with him, we could feel it. She threatened him before it happened. If you listen to what she said to him at the mall, she was trying to threaten him. But not only that, it goes a little bit even deeper than that. And it's frustrating, y'all. It's frustrating. Real quick, Quell is manic right now too. Quell is manic right now.
That's one song.
Quell is crying. This was 2 hours ago. He is manic right now. Now we here for a different reason, but I'm gonna go ahead. Y'all want me to go ahead and play it? It's a minute. It's a minute long. Y'all want me to go ahead and play it and show y'all he manic? Can I get a ones in the chat if y'all want to see what the manic state that the person who unalived Ronnie is in? Because he feel it coming. Because the pressure is on. Do y'all want to see him reacting to the pressure? Can I get ones in the chat? If you want to see the person who unalived Ronnie, if you want to see the not to do it, Quell. I told you. And when I say I told him not to do it, I want to be very clear. If I knew that he was going to do that, I would have called the police. That's not what I mean. But when I interviewed Quell, I seen how Krishan was trying to make Quell not like Ronnie. And if you was there for that interview, then you see me trying to explain Ronnie's point of view to Quell that entire fucking time. Because Quell was saying, "Oh, Ronnie need to shut up." Oh, I actually talked to Krishan, and we talked, and we da, and I was explaining his point of view. I got an overwhelming number of ones. At least 10 people put ones, and that is overwhelming for me. So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna see how he was feeling 2 hours ago. And we told you that you was going to jail. And you know you going to jail. The heat is on. And 2 hours ago on a Sunday, you crying and you want us to believe that it's about trauma. Ain't that the reason why you said you did that to Ronnie? Because he was disrespecting trauma? He did it! Quell did it! Go pick him up! Are you smarter than a second grader Baltimore PD?
I really not like. I listen to that song, bro. I be thinking about my dog, bro. Like, bro, really gone, bro. Like, you'll never see your real friend. Like, the nigga that was your real friend, bro.
He
What you
crying.
do, up, down, anything, bro. You don't get no friends, bro. I can't believe I took no major loss like
You
that,
took
bro. And
what?
there's nothing I can do about that shit, bro.
You can't. It ain't nothing you can do about it. You can't believe you took a life,
Believe I took no
huh?
major loss like
You
that,
took
bro.
a
And it's the
life.
friends, bro. I can't believe I took no major loss like that. I can't believe I took no major loss.
He did it. He did it, y'all. He did it. And the pressure's on, and he just sitting and waiting. Y'all, we done seen this man cracking up in the car, just looking around because he's scared every police officer he sees. And this was back in March. Imagine knowing you unalive somebody and not knowing when they gonna come pick you up. Oh, baby, they gonna come like a thief in the night. They gonna get you like you got him. They gonna just pop up out the floor on your ass. You probably can't even sit still, probably paranoid. Can't nobody stand to be around you because you're always tripping. I told you. I told you. Yeah, you trying to stay on them drugs, but them drugs ain't gonna stop them nightmares. Them drugs ain't gonna fight fate. You can't fight fate, Quell. Them drugs ain't gonna be able to help you forever. Y'all seen him drugged out, feeling like he was thugged out. But very, very soon, the police gonna pop out the floor on your ass and take you where you belong. Where's Boo at? Where's Voodoo Dollhouse TV? Who gonna say where he belong? Where do Quell belong, y'all? Where do he belong? In the words of Voodoo Dollhouse TV, he's going to prison. Put his ass in jail.
Like that, bro. And there's nothing I can do about that shit, bro. I'm taking the song off my playlist, bro, cause that shit hurt every time I listen to that fucking song. The nigga be going through so much other shit, bro. But it's not a day I don't wake up and think about my dog, bro. Like he really gone. Like damn, my dog gone, bro. Oh, a bitch. That's crazy, dog.
Over a bitch,
The
man.
fuck, man. Can he see his door? Shit be
Oh,
really real,
Quell.
bro. Like
See,
I just be realizing, like I done became friends with so much niggas that do so much lame shit or fuck shit or just snakes or whatever, and be like, damn, bro, I had one of the best friends you can have, bro. I can go to sleep around this nigga. I know a nigga ain't on back door. None of that. Ain't gonna pull me on the wrong block. None of that, bro. Now I gotta second guess every other nigga. I ain't never had to second guess my dog. It's me, dude. Now I got second, like, that shit hurt, bro. I ain't gonna lie. But I'm a man. I'm gonna hold it down. That's the only way it's gonna go.
Now let me say something. Let me say,
Here?
shout out to Great T. Y'all know y'all know I'm gonna watch me some.
I ain't gonna lie, dude. Like, that's one.
When y'all see them videos pop up, when y'all see Voodoo Dollhouse TV pop up, Great T. That's what I be watching them. My algorithm knows what I like. My algorithm know what I like. But listen, Quell, you feeling it now. All jokes aside, Quell, I know what you feeling because you know that what you did wasn't worth it over a bit, over Krishan, and you feeling it. This was just 2 hours ago, y'all. This was just 2 hours ago. He's feeling it. Y'all know why that boy crying. You better hug your daughters tight, Quell. You had a family unit, and we seen that. We seen that a lot of people didn't have that, but something about your situation, you choose to be home with your girl and your kids. You care about them, even though it was messed up because you was sleeping with Krishan and you let that girl defend Krishan. You had dogs, a family, and you letting it all go. It's too late now. You better go down there and talk to them people on your own and tell them people what really happened. Because to be honest with you, she preyed on you and she used her likeness to make you want to do certain things. You gotta change. You need to get you a lawyer because you're gonna do your time for what you did to him. And that's period. That's period. I wish you wouldn't have never did it. And if y'all just now coming into this and y'all don't know, I had a rapport with him before this happened. And you gotta know the whole story to understand why I'm talking to him like this. Because after he did that second interview with me, when he came on my platform, he tried to come on again after that. And I said, no, 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 no. That's not what this is. I'm not finna just be sitting up talking to the person who unalived Ronnie. I got what I needed. And what I needed was for you to give me your alibi and your lie. Because see, once a person lies, y'all, and they say they did X, Y, and Z, now the police got something to go on. Because what reason would you have to lie about this? You lied. We wanted to get your little story so that now we got several inconsistent statements from you. I knew what I was doing. Other people didn't know what I was doing. I knew what I was doing. Because we apparently got to do that job for them. This don't make no sense that we got to get the FBI to do their job because Severn, Maryland, Baltimore, Maryland, don't want to look into this further. Want to drag their. All right.
Scary moments where he called people that he cared about saying that they were after him. Krishan's family was after him. That girl is demonic. That girl needs to be stopped, and that girl is going to hurt the baby, and we know that. So this is probably the second time that she has came out and said some innuendos or subliminals. I'm sick of her getting on blogs and talking about him. You are not cool with Ronnie's family. Ronnie's family don't with you at all. Okay? His aunt actually told me they want nothing. They don't want you even mentioning his name. They're so disgusted. They're so hurt. They're so in shock. They do not mess with her. She has never talked to them. She tried to say, and I think it was Nene Leakes interview, that she spoke to Ronnie's family. That is a complete lie. I spoke to Ronnie's family. That is a complete and utter lie. They are waiting to strike. They are working with the police. They are giving them everything they know. They are waiting to strike, honey, to come take their grandson. That is what's going on. Oh yeah, girl, and I don't even want to talk about Ajay. I don't even want to talk about. I don't know what is wrong with her. I'm so cringed about her role in all this. This girl was calling me, asking me for money, doing the most, trying to pretend like she was Ronnie's best friend, trying to pretend like, you know, she was on lives with Ronnie, and to have some months pass, and then you are in the sprinter with Krishan, girl. You didn't love Ronnie that much. How you know Ronnie from high school, but me and Capit and some of us that only know him for less than a year are more loyal than you. Like, why would you? I couldn't believe that when I seen that. I couldn't believe when I seen that. Like, girl, with friends like you, who needs enemies? With friends like you, your money must have been getting dry, girl, because you was over here asking me for your money must have been dried up. I don't know what the hell you got going on, but don't ever say that you're Ronnie's sister. Don't ever say that you're there for Ronnie and his family, because, girl, you turned out a drop of a damn dime. Just disgusting. So yeah, I don't want to mention her. I don't care about what Jay has to say or anything like that, because Jay is trying to tell everybody that Ronnie murder has been solved. Jay is trying to tell everybody that why are you guys trying to come? Krishan's innocent. Girl, you drug Krishan to filth. You done got on live and cried, and you got on live and talked so much shit about Krishan, and now all of a sudden your big ass is in the back of the sprinter? Disgusting. So, like I said, I'm not holding back anymore, you guys. I have had it. You know, after I spoke to Ronnie's family, I had to move very carefully about kind of the stuff that I said. I had a long conversation with the family, and I sat down, and I think, Cassandra, you know this. We spoke a little bit about this. I had an in-depth conversation with them, and then didn't know how to proceed on covering it. And at the same time, you know, amazing things are happening in my career and in my life, and I'm so blessed, and you know, kind of my career has been taken off, so I've been super busy, but I've been trying to, you know, I've confided in people, like, how are we going to tell this story? Luckily, we have people like Capin who follow every single piece of content, and every day you can go to her page and be updated on the Tasiki and Krishan beef, the Baddie USA beef, like the Bino, you know, spilling the beans, and clock it, Bino, because thank God this motherfucker got online and was brave enough to tell people what has been going on. And it's not a shocker. All of us who could see past Krishan's witchcraft and could see past Krishan's demonicness, we know this is going on. We're close to Blueface, Bonnie, Krishan. We know all this is going on. You get it? So it doesn't surprise us when he says the baby fell off the bed and she's over here saying he's strong. It doesn't surprise us when he tells us she's neglectful and she's a bad mother and she smells. And we know all this. We know this. None of this surprises any of us. It's just confirmation that we know exactly what's going on. And it just is sickening that people don't hold her accountable. People are scared to talk about it. People are afraid. People are so worried about clout and getting their little views off Krishan versus addressing what is going on. They are just using her as a mockery and clown. She has been banned from every single club. Promoters don't even want to book her anymore because she's a liability. And then every single time shit hits the fan, she tries to turn to our God and make a mockery out of him. And it's just disgusting. God is not on your side. What you are doing in this life and moving around, God is not on your side, baby girl. there is no God in that. Okay, there is no God in that. So you guys, let me go to the topics today, and let's talk a little bit about, you know, the messages that we saw today. And I just want to go through this, and I'm going to talk about a little bit about Ronnie's family and what we talked about, because I think you guys deserve an update, and I definitely want to talk about this.
Okay, before she starts talking about the update with his family, real quick, is the messages that she's about to. I ain't even gonna ask. I'm just gonna do this real quick before she starts talking about it, because then that's when I'm gonna be more in a listening space, where I'm not gonna be like stopping her. For the people who don't know, and for the people who really don't understand that Quill did this. For the people who think we just talking. By the way, also shout out to Captain for likes, but y'all, y'all, she did turn her back on it. Quill had set up Lulu's father with Chastity and his I people were saying that Quill had something to do with even helping Chastity set up trauma. That was even said because Quill started sleeping with Chastity or something like that. But I want y'all to understand who Quill is, and I want y'all to really, really understand that this is not a game. Okay, this is not a game. This is not something that we are just saying. Okay, this is Quill talking. This is Quill. When she say Ronnie knew. When she say Ronnie knew, like the video. This is proof. More proof. LAPD, are you smarter than a second grader? This is more proof that I'm about to show you. We done showed this shit maybe 10, 20 times, but hey, we gonna show it again. Because now we got people finally speaking out that other people, they respect them and respect their voices and so now that the important people are speaking out about it, us people down here, we gonna just go, we're gonna push too. We appreciate that other people are finally saying something. And so we gonna, even though we done been trucking, we gonna keep on trucking. Okay, we're gonna keep on trucking because at the end of the day, it ain't about notoriety and saying my name and being recognized when it comes to this about Ronnie. I don't even care. As long as the truth come out, as long as justice is done, I don't even care. So, with that being said, if you don't know about this, you are about to see more proof that Quill did this to Ronnie. You are about to see more proof that this was an organized hit and that Ronnie absolutely knew that Krishan was trying to have him killed. And there's no other way I could say it. Lord, let me show this the right way. For real, my nigga. All y'all fucked up. Y'all yelling, going through, push that girl. I'm going to make sure that we doing this the right way. So irritating, y'all. Push that girl into suicidal thoughts and some more shit. Now, remember I told you and Quell told you that him and Krishan sat in the car and talked? Krishan got this man thinking that if he don't help her, she gonna try to hurt herself. He didn't get this word with this unaliving thoughts that he just wrote that I can't say because I'm trying to get this video pushed out, but it's certain words that I can't say. Like that S word. He not saying that for nothing. Krishan got him thinking that that's what's gonna end up happening if Ronnie is not stopped. This is why I say Quill needs a lawyer, because she knows his intelligence is a little bit different and she playing on that. She got him thinking that if Ronnie is not stopped, that she's having thoughts to hurt herself. It's so many mind games that's been being played by her, and other people don't take it serious because she sounds stupid and acts stupid. But you gotta understand, the devil is operating through her. She ain't got to be smart to do that. The devil is operating through her. He using her as a vessel to do his work. She don't gotta be smart or nothing. She just gotta be willing to allow the enemy to use her. And then it's out of her hands. Because the enemy gonna do what the enemy do. Greater is he that is within me than he that is within the world. Satan, I rebuke you in the name of Jesus. You'll understand why later, why I say that. This man stalking Ronnie. And for the people who don't know, he's sending this message. Look at the dates. Look at the dates. This is Thanksgiving time. I'm going to get the dates for you. Don't worry. Because this was Thanksgiving time. Remember when I told y'all Quail was sitting outside the mall? When Krishan lured him up there, they went up there by where he lived at. To get him out the house, to get him to go up there. There were several attempts on this man's life before it really happened. Why y'all not liking the video? Where my moderators at, y'all? I don't know who in there, but I need y'all. I'm about to get locked in real quick. I need y'all. I know this video started off slow. Maybe I'll try to edit it and break it up. But I'm getting in that mode again. Every time I come to this page and I see these damn messages, it's something that go through me that I cannot explain, y'all. I cannot explain. But I'm fired the fuck up again because he stalked him. He stalked him and did this. And Krishan made him think if he didn't, that she was going to try to hurt herself and the baby. And this was so messed up. She's such a big victim. Not alone she gave him some. So now he thinking he could be the next Blueface because Krishan let him get some of that rotten puss. You already have a household name. Brody, let that girl live. Let that girl live her life. And then not to mention, he wanted to be just like Ronnie. He wanted to be like Ronnie to the point where he copied things he did. Y'all remember the Eminem song Stan, S-T-A-N? Y'all know that it's people in this world that start off. That's not all the way there. He wanted to fucking be like Ronnie in every aspect, even when it came to screwing Krishan. Say less. I ain't put my hands on nobody. They got your best friend Smoke. Okay, now this is Ronnie replying to Quail, okay? This is Ronnie replying to Quail. He said he didn't put his hands on nobody. They got your best friend Smoke. Why are you defending them clown-ass females? Everything ain't what it seemed, my boy. So Ronnie is not beefing with Quail. Ronnie is trying to tell Quail in this message, after him and Krishan done got into it. Y'all remember when Ronnie was telling the story live and he kept looking down at his phone getting mad? Quail was messaging him. Remember? Man, God damn it. Oh my God. I'm so irritated. Do y'all remember? Do y'all remember? Remember this?
Anybody touch you? Call them. Yeah.
That's weird as shit. You gonna sit the vote.
You ran behind them. I'm trying to holler at you like a dog.
Remember that? Remember that? Right? Remember? Then remember when he was explaining it?
And my perspective is a baby. It's a bunch of females. It's this man. He got a mask on. All right, let's see what's to it. So now I'm trying to talk to the police and tell them, like, look, yo, I'm not trying to do nothing to nobody. I'm not trying to harm nobody. At the end of keep like, oh, victim. But you stay in your lane. I'm not talking to you.
Remember that? I don't know. This page it seemed like somebody who works with Krishan, but y'all know what I'm talking about now, right? We on the same page. While he's telling this story, Quell is watching him on live and messaging him. So he literally watching Ronnie reply to him. While Ronnie is explaining the story, Quell is messaging him. Do I got y'all attention? Okay, thank you, sis. Thank you for coming. Love you. Come on. I know. Sometimes I get on your nerves. But come on, girl. This is important. Come on. All right, back. Bro, let that girl live her life. Chastity did what she did, not Krishan. Because he is saying, Ronnie is like, why are you doing this? And they got your man smoked. So why are you even defending these clown ass females? It's not what you think. Everything ain't what it seems, bro. Ronnie is not on no beef shit with Quell, but Quell gotta find a reason because Quell got an assignment. He got a job to do now. And so he gotta find a reason to justify him being upset with Ronnie and taking his life. Maybe it was hard for him to get in that mode. Maybe he had to make himself mad first before he went and took an innocent father away from his child. I be wanting to, ooh. And then he so, man, did Krishan, y'all see it. I just read it to you. Chastity did what she did, not Krishan. Krishan only did right by me. Wow. No flaws. Wow. He said Krishan don't got no flaws. And now he's saying, I'm just speaking up. Now he's saying, I'm just speaking up but then he's stopping because he's recording this right now. And he's stopping because now Ronnie is now messaging him back. Ronnie said, man, Krishan don't give a fuck about you, bro. He's telling them, Krishan don't give a fuck about you, bro. And I bet you now, Quell know that now more than ever. Because what other people don't know is, back in March, April, when we was on his ass, he was already trying to get a lawyer in. That's when he said, oh, Blueface owe me $100K. I got a body for Blueface. People really thought that it was, oh, Blueface. No, that was a smoke signal. That was him trying to warn Krishan. I'm going to tell the people. So instead of saying Krishan, he used Blueface so nobody wouldn't take it serious because Blueface locked up. But the truth of the matter is, he was trying to reach Krishan, and she wasn't answering him. She was ignoring him. But he knew if he went live, he would get a reaction, and he did. After he unalived Ronnie, he had money in his pocket, new clothes. Everybody noticed. We saw the money come and we saw the money run out. We've been on his head the whole time, y'all. We can tell y'all every move about the nigga. He took a father away from his son. And not just any son, Quell. The boy is handicapped. He needs his daddy more than ever. Just like your girls need their daddy. You took their daddy from them too. When you took their life. You injured yours. Sealed your fate. Now look what else he said, y'all. Chastity can't go out nowhere. What are you talking about? Nobody care about that. We grown over here. You talking like a damn middle school kid. Grow up and be a man. Don't nobody care about that. Oh, God. Don't nobody care about, oh, Chastity can't go outside nowhere. Don't nobody care about that. I'm sorry, y'all. All right, so then he said, I'm going to stand on business for my son. You don't got to like it. Everybody got opinions. Is this disrespectful? No. Quell claimed that he disrespects Ronnie because Ronnie disrespected Trauma. Do this look like disrespect? As a matter of fact, he respected Trauma and saying, why you even fooling with them? They the reason about what happened with old boy, man. Fuck them. You went out like this over a female, and that's what's bothering you. It's because you know you let a female put you in a up position, such as this one. And you looking back on it, and you like, man, it's all over a female. It is. You feel stupid, don't you? And I tried to tell you. I tried to talk you out of it. I tried, and I don't want people to get it messed up. Like, oh, she knew he was gonna do this. No, when I say talk him out of it, y'all, I'm talking about talking him out of that Krishan mentality. I saw when he went live with me, y'all saw Krishan started blowing him up. He probably convinced her, no, I got this, I got her, I got it. I'm going to make her be on our side. I'm going to talk to her. Man, I'm telling you, because we saw her blowing him up. And y'all know what I did to get him back on there? I said, he seemed like a man. He seemed like he wouldn't let nobody control. He seemed like a man. I said that because I knew that was going to convict him into being like, damn, I am a man. Krishan can't tell me. I don't want her to think Krishan can make me get off the live. That's why I said I hope he seemed like a man, so I ain't worried about it. That's why I said that. Everything I said in that was for a reason, and I told y'all that I was doing what I was doing for a reason. And some people didn't like that live. Some people said, "Oh, you don't need to interview him because he's not one of the big people. Why are you talking to him? He's not even important." And look, I did what my spirit told me to do. And look, we have evidence on this man because of that. Because I followed his story after he did the interview. And when Ronnie was on the live, I kept on seeing his face. And y'all know I ain't lying because I was live when I told y'all that I was thinking, I hope that Quell didn't have nothing to do with it. Y'all know I said it. Y'all seen it. Y'all was there. New people. Look what else happened. And I was gonna see what you want to do with what you want to do about it. Now, mind you, remember he is in the kitchen at his grandma's house having a drink. It's after Thanksgiving. He in the kitchen talking mad about what happened at the mall, and he getting irritated because he don't even know why Quail is messaging him in the first place. Boy, oh boy. Now, Quail said, I'm sure, don't see her own personal life. I just don't like men on no bullying or clowning a girl or clown shit. All right. I'm sure. Don't she have her own life? I just don't like men bullying and clowning a girl or clowns. Ish. I she fixed me and her. Okay, she fixed me and her. Don't have bad blood. All right, we almost done with this one. Now I'm gonna let old girl speak some more because I gotta go in here and do something. So we gonna come back over here with old girl and let her keep on going, and I'm gonna show the next one.
So today, you guys, messages were, I think, put on
Come
her
on, y'all. Like
Snapchat.
the
She said
video.
first it was his
No name.
daddy. Look at him.
I
He's
ain't
been
been getting
locked
no
up for
hours,
2 years
y'all,
now.
at
Our
work.
son was 6 to 7 months, baby, when his dad lost his freedom. Then it was my ex-boyfriend, Karan. Unfortunately, that person died. She's basically saying and threatening the public that anybody that talks about her son is going to either die or get killed. Girl, that is not holy. God does not work like that. God works in grace and forgiveness and elevation and understanding. God does not threaten. God does not hurt. God has forgiveness. So when you are threatening people online, you psychotic weirdo, there is nothing godly about that. That is witchcraft. That is demonic. That is so bizarre. And your unhinged, deranged fans supporting you and rooting you on and making your dementia and making your psychosis work is so detrimental to your growth and to your health. Nothing good is going to come out of this, girl. And when the day comes when you are judged for your sins, oh goddamn, Krishan, when the day comes, because you have been manipulating Blueface, you have messed up that man's whole life, you have broken up his family, you have done so much to Ronnie, you have done so much to your sisters. You are the problem, baby girl. It is nobody else but you, and you need some serious help. And it's unfortunate you don't have real people in your life that step in and got you. And you come from a messed up family. You come from a family you don't have a mother, you don't have a father, you don't have nobody to sit down and talk to you. Everybody wants to use you. Everybody has used and abused, and you had one person there for you who took a murder charge for you. Let's talk about it, okay? Who took a murder charge for you. And you laugh and you mock his death, and you get online and you pretend that you you love the family, and you know this family had your back. You live with Ronnie's family, for God's sakes. Ronnie's family took care of you and fed you when you don't have your family. And for you to get up there today and threaten and bring up Karan's name, I want you to keep Karan's name out of your mouth. You don't deserve to speak on him, girl. You do not deserve to say his name. It is so disgusting. Krishan is going to get everything she deserves and more. And it is going to be a crazy day when justice is finally served, because I know the police are looking into her, you guys. The police are crossing every T, dotting every I. And there has been so many people that have came out and talked against her, and they're waiting for the right information, you guys. And it is very, very, very close. And I want you guys to keep praying for Ronnie and keep supporting his family, and never, never let his name die, you guys, because he was gunned down so viciously in front of his grandmother's house coming home. You know, this man was working so hard for paternity. All this bullshit about Ronnie's in the streets. Ronnie's doing this. Ronnie worked, you guys. Ronnie was a stand-up individual. Ronnie has such a good heart. He was dragged in the media. He was dragged for filth. Nobody believed him. When Ronnie passed away, you guys, his family's GoFundMe was met within 2 days. His fight really resonated with people, you guys, and we all had a gut-wrenching in our heart when it happened, because we couldn't believe it. How are you online fighting for paternity, making so much noise? How are you telling the world that you feel threatened? How are you telling the world that they're going to kill you, and then you get gunned down like a savage, like a dog? And then the next day, this psycho posts a fake paternity test trying to discredit you. It's so disgusting, you guys. It's so disgusting. You know, and I feel sorry for Bino, and I'm so glad Bino came out and said it was a publicity stunt. We were working. Yeah, we know this whole thing is a publicity stunt. Blueface is a publicity marketing genius. Blueface met the dumbest girl that he can use and use her money. We all know. Krishan has even admitted Blueface was taking my money. Blueface was this. Girl, you don't even know how to manage your money. Miss Kim has left you, wax wife. Everybody who tries to help you gets around you and sees the dysfunction and the mental illness in you. You're unhelpable, honey. You're unhelpable. Until you do right by Ronnie's son, until you get that baby a bed, get that baby a room, stop stringing that baby along, get that baby help. There is so many resources for mothers out there. I could cry right now of how insane that baby looks out there. His milestones not being met. For Bino to say that she's mean to the son. Bino released everything. You don't even take care of yourself, girl. You're not even taking showers. You're not even taking care of yourself. And you want us to believe that you're taking care of Junior?
Right.
Please.
Go, girl.
Please.
Come on.
That baby is in so much danger being with her. I don't believe that Krishan even loves that baby. That I think she sees that baby and she sees failure. She feels depressed. She feels struggle. She feels hate. She feels that. And the baby is morphing into Ronnie's family. And it's just like, we're done with this bullshit, you guys. Nobody is letting this slide no more. I'm not letting Carlissa get online and talk about her fake grandson and all this weird shit. We about to start putting foots on everybody's neck, belt to ass, and calling everybody out. You come for Ronnie, you talk about Ronnie, you say anything about Ronnie, we're blasting you guys. We're letting it all out now. We're about to start telling every little fake secret I know, every little thing I know about Blueface and Krishan, fake as shit. We're telling it all. We're telling it all. You're weird. Last thing Ronnie told me, you guys, was to pray. Even in this,
Weird
he said,
AF.
yes, pray for my son. Pray for my son. Get my son help. This is why I continue to fight for Ronnie, is because he wholeheartedly and knew that was his son. That is not Krishan's son. That is not Blueface's son. That is Ronnie's baby. And Ronnie's last wishes were us to fight for him. That's why we go so hard to hold her accountable, because she still has access to Ronnie's son, you guys. And as long as that is Ronnie's son, we will fight for that baby. That baby is left for the wolves, you guys. Every single goddamn show she's on. That baby don't have a bed. That baby is in the bed with different men. That baby is passed around from family. That baby is not taken care of. That baby can't even see. That baby can't even eat properly. That baby got so many medical issues.
Tell it.
That baby in 5 years will be in the same position, flopping around, looking to the sky with nothing.
What did what? But wait
If
one
we
second.
don't do something, you guys.
No, wait 1 second. Even if we do something, sis, you going off. You going off. You going off so hard that I started choking on my cornstarch. Dead serious. Because I'm like, oh, I got to get in on this. These are facts. Even down to what she just said about 5 years from now. It's because he got cerebral palsy. Yeah. 5 years from now? Yeah. He gonna be 7 years old, still looking like this when she put him down. And I'm saying that, and then when I say, because I know some people make jokes, all right? This is what I'm saying is not a joke. When I demonstrate to y'all the way that he would be looking, I need y'all to know that it is not a joke because I got a nephew that got cerebral palsy. Okay? His mother is wonderful. You might know her. And my nephew looks a certain way. My nephew is in a wheelchair. My nephew has to be fed manually. He got a feeding tube. My nephew can't attend regular school. He goes to school, though. He goes to a different school. My nephew got cerebral palsy. His mama always braiding his hair. He's so precious. And he smiled all the time. He always smiling. He always smiling. When I talk to my sister, I might show him again. I might talk about it again. But now that my sister is in it, I feel like we can talk about it together. I'd rather, do it together now. Because she wasn't doing that when I first said it like 5 months ago. She wasn't talking about it. So now that she's talking about it too, I'm gonna ask her if she wanna speak on it. But yeah, hold on. He do. I told y'all last night I knew Lex needed to tell this. Man, yeah. Yeah. Much love to Quran family. Who was it? Was it just you or was it you and Big Man Dan? Let me motherfucking give you your let me tell you something. Let me tell you something right now, Sandy. Let me give you yours right now because you did. You did. This live could have been about anything else today. But you did say that, and I'm so glad that you did because I would have missed this. The girl got 2.7 thousand, and I feel like she should have more. I do. I feel like she should have more. But judging by um the subscribers that we seen last night, that's damn good for her since she's just now getting on YouTube. She probably got over 1K. Remember, I said, y'all, let's get her to at least 1K so that way she can go live. She probably got over that now. Y'all know I already subscribed. I already did. I'm already subscribed, though, sis. I'm already subscribed to you. And I'm letting everybody else know y'all need to go ahead and subscribe because I like real ish, real people, real stories, real lives, truth. You hear me? Facts. In China's voice. Facts. 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 Yeah, facts. Yeah. Sandy, you did that. Sandy, you did that. Put a 1 in the chat for Sandy. TBT. Yeah, let them know, TBT. Put a 1 in the chat for our sister Sandy. Period. Put a 1 in the chat for Sandy, letting us know It's somebody out there that's on a roll, sis. You gotta see this, sis. We here. And we about to keep it going. We about to keep going. I'm gonna let her keep going because, man, look, we ain't even halfway through. We only at 30 minutes and she going in. Good God.
Guys,
Good God.
it is so ridiculous. It is so ridiculous.
It
And, you
is.
know, we see Krishan beefing with Tasiki back and forth. They were supposed to have this grand, you know, finale and this grand reconnection, and that shit hit the fan. She started talking about Tasiki's son and him getting molested. Girl, how about you worry
What?
about your son and what he's going through and stop calling out other people's.
Is that episode out already? She started talking about that girl's son and talking about him getting violated. You don't do that to a young man. You don't do that. Man, you don't do that, period. You don't do that, period, to be honest with you. You don't do that, period. This is crazy. But Sandy, thank you. And let's go, y'all. Let's go. I'm finna go off the camera and put some starch in my mouth and let her talk. And I might speed it up just a little bit so we can get through this.
Sins and others people mishaps, honey. You have a lot to work on before you come for anybody.
Yeah.
And I
Okay, so that
seen that the dysfunction of it all. I'm so glad you brought that inside workout when she told Bino to slap the blue face tattoo. Anybody who gets a
slap the blue face tattoo. That's what she told Bino to do. Slap the tattoo. After this, I'm gonna let her go for a few minutes, and then I'm gonna go back to that other video so y'all can see the other messages that Quill had with Ronnie. Okay, y'all gonna see that too. What time is it? Lord, it's 9:07. I'm gonna get ready for bed while watching this. We're gonna multitask. Get ready for bed and watch the live at the same time. I know I wasted a lot of time tonight, okay? But I might private this live after this. So don't go nowhere. Put the live on loud around the house, and let's get ready for bed, eat, do what we gotta do while watching. All right, let's go.
big blue face tattoo, gets it removed, and then gets it put on. Krishan doesn't have a lot of self-worth. I tell you guys this a lot. Bonnie and Krishan were good friends in the blue face house. They grew up the same. Bonnie grew up in foster care.
I'm gonna slow it down. I'm gonna slow it back down because she talk fast anyway. So I'll speed it up later.
Bonnie grew up being abused and molested. Krishan as well. Okay. Even her creepy ass dad that everyone thinks is her god dad, but it was running prostitutes in Maryland, who her mom has the 3 kids with, who we know Krishan's dad is not her biological dad, that white guy, Sean Malone, is her dad. And that's a whole other goddamn rabbit hole we can go down because
Hello. Yes, ma'am.
was spilling secrets on the Malones and Lisa Malone and the prostitution from the 80s and the corruption they were doing. So it's disgusting, you guys. It is so disgusting, the history of that family. Everybody, like Bino said,
remember Kareem said they lived in beach
we just saw her
houses.
sister naked standing in front of a car with the whole baby situation in Maryland. Krishan don't care. She leak her sister address. She will do what she has to do. She will try to hurt anybody and everybody. That girl is not well, you guys. And as long as Junior is in her care, we are so concerned for that baby's life.
That's why we said protect.
We are so concerned for that baby's life.
Protect Junior. Hashtag protect Junior.
It's just crazy. It is just crazy. And I feel like, you know, Bino, he said he had to say, but Bino, you also played into it. You paraded it around. You know damn well that baby wasn't okay. You know damn well that girl wasn't okay. You saw quickly when you met her that she wasn't all there. Blueface has said that everyone that's been around her has said that the girl has mental illness and she's not all there. Ronnie told me specifically numerous of times of her trying to unalive herself and commit and do that and how unhinged she was. I want to make this very clear to you guys. When Ronnie faced charges for the unaliving in Los Angeles, he went to jail trying to have Krishan's back. Ronnie has always been there for Krishan, okay? Never left her, always been there. When Krishan would argue with Blueface, who do you think she would go run to? Who do you think she would go see, you guys? She was going back to Ronnie. When Krishan got arrested in Oklahoma for drug possession, who do you think she was taking that shit to, you guys? Ronnie. Ronnie has always been there. And Ronnie just wanted for you guys to believe him, to trust in his word, to give him a fair share to fight for paternity. And you guys couldn't even do that. And I'm not saying you guys, my chat, my supporters, I'm saying the internet that drugged that boy, made that boy second guess his decision. He has such a hard time online, you guys. And it was me speaking and a lot of us speaking so much life into him. But there was so many beautiful supporters that had his back and would write him long messages. And Ronnie, you keep going, Ronnie. You're the only one fighting for that baby. I pray that Blueface gets out of jail and does the right thing. I pray that the goddamn charade is up. You guys have been running this play for years. Carlissa, Jaden, you know that's not Blueface's baby. Also, Jaden, like, you guys need to speak up. There is no money being made. I don't know if the family is thinking that they're going to use up. Krishan when they get out and make more money, because they were making a lot of money. And I can admit that when Krishan and Blueface are going viral, fighting in the street, and TMZ was covering them, they were getting paid a lot of money for club appearances. They were probably at their height. And so, I mean, God damn it, don't hate the player. You got to hate the game. You can't be mad at Blueface for finding a vulnerable girl and her handing over the money to him. Blueface is responsible for Krishan's career as much as he helped her, she helped him. So we have seen all these messages of Blueface, coming out and saying stuff like, I've changed. We see him dating Angela now. We see Krishan in the media trying to get his attention. I really hope Blueface gets out and the charade is up, because Blueface is a good man and he's a good father. And I can see Blueface, saying something to Krishan to the effect of, I'll always take care of you. I won't tell your secret. As long as you give me money, I'll support you. As long as you keep running up the bag with me, I'll claim that baby. That's how diabolical Blueface is, you guys. That's how diabolical Blueface is. And you guys, I've come to work in the media for many years, you guys. I worked in this industry over 15 years. I've worked for news stations. I worked for HBO. I worked for every single major news station. I've managed NFL players. I've saw so much in this industry. And we fake stunts and we make plays almost all the time. And if you're good at it, you make money off the media. The best thing you can do is create a debate in this situation. Is this the son? Is it not his son? Are we dating? Are we not? If you can master creating controversy and debate, you will win 1,000,000% in this industry. And Blueface has done a genius job as creating debate and controversy, right? Krishan cannot exist without the Blueface controversy. We have seen how much her career has declined in this last year. This girl has tried to be a streamer. She has tried to go with Blackboy Max. She has tried every single situation. You are made a clown. You are fronted. You are disrespected. They do not hold you to a high standard. Krishan, you are not respected like somebody we look up to in the media. You are made a mockery of. You are called a horrible, unfit mother. People are begging CPS to be called on you. Girl, you can drop a song, not one goddamn stream will be had, but only from your deranged supporters. No girls want to look up to you. People are scared to be around you. People are getting witchy Baruha vibes from you. People know wholeheartedly that you had something to do with Ronnie's death. And we are not going to play games no more. We're not going to sugarcoat and we're not going to act like this didn't happen. The fact that you put up that paternity test the day after, threatening him. And then, you know what the cold part about this, you guys, is through this whole situation when Ronnie was still alive, he was still talking to Krishan. She was still manipulating Ronnie to the very end, you guys. There be times that I would call Ronnie and his energy changed or his demeanor was different. And he would admit to me later on that he had been talking to her.
Oh my God, wait a minute.
And can you imagine?
Oh my God. Y'all. I know what the fuck she's talking about. Because I would call, I'd be on the phone with him and I'd be like, wait, but you still on the mission, right? Oh my God, bro. Why y'all ain't tell me? Oh my God. I'm going to play it. We're going to talk about this tomorrow. I'm going to just let it play. Oh my God. Go ahead, girl. Keep going. But I will say this. The perspective is different because all she heard is Ronnie's side. So she don't really like Blueface, Carlissa, or Jaden. I look at things holistically. I'm not mad at Blueface, Carlissa, and Jaden because I know the truth on that side. Krishan convinced Ronnie that she gave the money to Blueface. They had an account. She took that money out that account and dipped. Let's just let it play. Thank you, Sandy. Thank you, Big Man Dan. Thank you, all the girls that said, watch this. I can't talk.
Having that demon in your ear. The worst thing Blueface and Ronnie had ever done is come across Krishan. Blueface is in jail right now. Ronnie is not here with us right now. Never in a million years did any of us think that it could be taken to this. I'm so angry. I'm so hurt. I'm so disgusted in the media and the people that are making money off of this. I just can't even believe it. I can't even believe it. It is so sickening. It's so hard to move forward daily, be happy. We do it for Ronnie. We work hard. Ronnie was so proud of me and my team. Ronnie was such a good supporter. Ronnie loved the way me and Bonnie maneuver the circus. Ronnie loved our fearlessness. Ronnie loved my motivation and how I spoke life into him. I said, you could do anything you want to do. You want to do this? I'm going to help you. I got you. What you want to do? You got a story to tell? Let's do it. Let's run it up. We have no fear. I fear nobody but God. Nobody but God, okay? So our determination, our tenacity comes from a different place in our hearts. We work really, really hard. And he always encouraged us. And so I was honored to work with him. I was honored to help him. And we loved Ronnie. We loved his spirit. He was so funny, you guys. And he would just had me and Bonnie cracking up. We FaceTime him all the time. We had so many plans. Bonnie and him had a song together we were going to release. We had so much stuff working with Ronnie and Cap'n too. I mean, Cap'n, this was like his team. We had his back and we were helping him with so much stuff. And, I really tried to keep him focused, you guys. And even when he would come to me with these stories and telling me Jess, this is what's going on. I'm in fear for my life. I'm like, Ronnie, these people are going to try to scare you. Don't let nobody scare you. You keep running it up. I still live with that, you guys. I still live with trying to motivate him and not taking the threat serious. And it's not that I didn't take it serious. Like I said, we flew Ronnie out and did everything when he came to us, because I'm not going to have that on my heart. Someone tells me that they're in fear for their life and I don't help. So we did everything. We have Airbnbs. We set him up. We bought him plane tickets. When he said he needed to get out of Maryland, we were there like this. Lady T, you're one of the people that are in there too, who had Ronnie's back and ready to help him. So I know a lot of people that rallied and had Ronnie's back and were there for him, but I don't think you guys get it. We were so affected by this, and for this to really come into fruition is so unbelievable. It's so hard to work and to see this girl working in the media, to see her on things, and to see her getting, bookings, and to see her be on different things, and to see her just talking about him and living her life and smiling, knowing that you had something to do with his death. It is so crazy. It is so crazy to me. It's unbelievable. And I hope Ronnie's family heals, and like I told you guys, when they are ready for their fight, I will get them on every single podcast they want to be on. I know Ronnie's family is close with Tasha K. Ronnie has made some great friends in the media. I have great friends in the media. I get asked all the time about Ronnie's case, and I respect the family and the family's wishes. So it's been a struggle for me to try to cover this moving forward, you guys, after I talked to Ronnie's family. So let me guys tell you a little bit about the talk about to Ronnie's family and what happened. You guys still here with me? Let me take some questions before we get into that. You guys, where are you guys at? What's up, you guys? Oh yeah, you guys. It's just I was so disturbed by what I saw today. Like, this is the second time that she's got on and made some threats like this, and is in her manic state and saying all this crazy bullshit. And it's like, which one is it? You Krishan fans and you Rocktars swear she had nothing to do with it. Leave it up to you guys. Ronnie was in the streets. Ronnie was a drug dealer. Ronnie brought this on themselves. If Ronnie has nothing to do with Krishan and Ronnie have nothing to do with each other, then why is Krishan online saying that Ronnie talked about my son, so now he's unalive? Which one is it? You cannot have it both ways. Either you had nothing to do with Ronnie's murder, you had absolutely nothing to do with it, then why are you online referencing Ronnie Doe passing away due to talking about your son? You cannot have it both ways. So when the Rocktards get online and they're like, Ronnie's a drug dealer, Ronnie did this, Ronnie was in the streets, then why is your psychotic, demonic master bringing up Ronnie's name? Because if I had nothing to do with someone's murder, I wouldn't bring them up. I wouldn't talk about him. Girl, he's haunting your spirit. You cannot help but bring up Ronnie. Bitch, you don't sleep good at night. You don't even, I know every time you close your goddamn eyes, you see Ronnie's face. Girl, you have to. Every time you close your eyes, you see Ronnie's face. And I know you do. And I know you do. And your spirit will never rest until you are under that goddamn jail. Oh my God. Ronnie. And I know, like, it just breaks my heart the moment that shit happened to Ronnie. And I knew Ronnie in his heart knew that Krishan did that shit, had to break his spirit, because he, to the very end, loved that girl with all his heart. No matter what she did to him, he remembered the high school Rashawn. He remembered the Shawnee that he let live with him, that they were in love, that he moved to California with, the beautiful track star. He remembered that version of Krishan. The Krishan that mental illness came into fruition, the Krishan that was with Blueface, the Krishan that is now demonic is not the same Krishan that he was dealing with. And I think that for him in that moment to realize that, God damn, like, this bitch really got me, it breaks my heart every day. Because when you trust and you love someone and that's the person that hurts you, that's the person that hurts you, the person you advocated for, the person you love so hard, that's the fucking person that takes you out, is gut-wrenching. And I know Ronnie knew in that moment that she did that.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Finally, Jessica. Mm, finally. Because that's crazy. The person that he loves. That's what I'm telling y'all. Man, we're going to talk about it tomorrow. We're going to talk about it tomorrow. Keep going, Jessica.
It's crazy. It's so crazy. And what's the big secret? What's the big secret, Martian? What's the big secret, DJ Sky? What's the big secret? You fucking dusty ass bitches too are just as bad. DJ Sky, you fucking slow ass bitch. You're just as bad. Excuse my language before I get knocked off of here. Girl, you're just as bad. Y'all don't know how to take care of kids to save your life. Shame on you guys. You guys don't even like Krishan. Y'all using her for clout. It's so obvious. A real friend would never have that baby rolling on the side of the beach. That baby in a smoke shop. Are you kidding me? You guys are trash. You guys are trash. Trash. Oh my goodness. Oh my God. And like Miss Kim said, who's Whack 100's ex-wife, I couldn't do it no more. I couldn't watch this girl manipulate people. I couldn't watch this girl not take care of her son. I couldn't watch this girl so disrespectful, so ungrateful, so entitled, so demonic. You had Whack 100 Miss Kim trying to set you up. And let me make this very clear. Blueface's team, we're gonna get to the money, okay? There's all connections. Let's not pretend like we all don't see Whack talking to Krishan, Miss Kim managing Krishan. It is everybody. This whole circus is intertwined, you guys. Everybody is looking for a handout.
Y'all,
Everybody, this industry.
it's some things that I do. I gotta go to the bathroom, but I want to say this real quick, y'all. It's a couple of things that I don't agree with, but it's not the time to have a disagreement about it. You know, from her perspective, she don't like Jalen and Carlissa, but she's coming from a certain perspective in the situation because she was Ronnie's manager, and also she is getting a lot of the story from Ronnie's POV, from his point of view, right? And remember, we was talking, and one of the things that I wanted to do when I did interview with Ronnie, like a real long interview, because we spoke to Ronnie a little bit here and there, but if we would have got a chance to really have that interview, because Ronnie told me that people were telling him not to talk to me, and so I always was afraid that Ronnie had people sent to him that was from Krishan. And we seen in the live one time that that was the case, that he did have somebody sent to him from Krishan that was trying to control what he did and how he said things and what he said. And we already know. But I disagree when it comes to disliking Carlissa and Jaden. What people don't realize is when they speak up, the other side don't speak up. When the other side speak up, they don't speak up. Carlissa and Jaden have been dragged all across the internet for certain things, and it was just them speaking the truth. But if they spoke the truth and then other people back that up too, they wouldn't have left them out there to dry, then it would be different. But people gotta understand that just like you were hanging out to dry when you said the truth, they were too. And remember when we talked about they was talking over the kids' heads? I bust down all the time when Carlissa or Jaden or somebody spoke over the heads of the rock tars because they know they're going to get trolled unnecessarily for the entire day. And if they say something about Krishan, they damned if they do, damned if they don't. I didn't know anything about Carlissa being in Baltimore, but I'm gonna tell y'all one thing. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry. I didn't even know I was on mute. But I'm gonna say this again. I hope that y'all can hear me. Y'all, what I was explaining was that they are. This is the thing with Carlissa, because I feel like now is not a time for me to be disagreeing with things that she's saying, because the overall thing that she's saying, I agree with. The only part that I don't agree with is the part about her, saying that Blueface took Krishan money, because they had a joint account, and we know what really happened with that money. But Krishan was making Ronnie believe that she was a victim for Blueface, and Ronnie loved Krishan. So that's what people don't realize, is like we gotta always consider the source of our information. He is hearing things from Krishan's point of view. Just like Krishan had her family hating Blueface and Blueface hating her family, we got to understand that she was a manipulator all around. See, this is what I'm talking about with narcs. When you catch a narc in a lie, or when you finally break up with a narc, you are going to be decoding all the lies that they told you for about 2-3 years after y'all done broke up, because you thinking because you caught them in this lie and you saying they a liar. But the little small things about their mama or about their sister, you didn't know. You're going to be finding out. Or you'll find out they was adopted. Or you'll find out that that wasn't even their real age. Or you'll find out that they didn't even never have a daughter. The stupid, silly lies that nobody asked for that they offered. That is what Krishan used to do and give to Ronnie. That's why Ronnie had something against Carlissa, Blueface, and Jaden, because Krishan made them think. Remember when Krishan was in that bathroom that day and she had her family thinking that she had to hide in the bathroom away from Blueface? But the truth of the matter is, they wanted her to fuck out of their house they damn self. She didn't want to leave, but she had to lie, and everybody in the house thinking that she was scared of Blueface, hiding in the bathroom because he wouldn't let her leave. And that's how she divided everybody. She divided everybody by making them believe she was a victim in every aspect. So it's crazy that one side don't like Carlissa and don't like Jaden, but they don't realize that Carlissa and Jaden ain't the monsters and horrible people that they're painted to be. Ronnie loved Krishan hands down, and that's what's so messed up, like she just said, that the person who unalived him was somebody who he would have did anything for. But she had to get him out the way. She had to shut him up because he took that charge for her, because that's his baby. She had to get rid of him, and she did. But before she did, you got to understand that she told certain lies that he didn't realize was a lie. And he told his manager, Jessica, what she told him. So now Jessica thinking Carlissa and Jaden ain't shit, when at the end of the day, we don't even know that to be true. You understand what I'm saying, y'all? We got to remember that. We got to remember that. Because one thing I can tell y'all with every ounce in me, okay, because I'm a woman that loves the Lord. Carlissa might not be perfect. Carlissa might have her issues, and I know that there's people out there who do not like Carlissa. But one thing I can tell y'all with every ounce of faith in me, I can recognize when somebody else loves the Lord for real. I can recognize a familiar spirit. And I can tell y'all one thing I know is that Carlissa did not have anything to do with Ronnie being unalived. Nothing at all. If anything would have happened around her, we would know by now. Carlissa had to be a certain way, but y'all remember when I used to joke and say, oh, look at Carlissa, she talking over the kids' heads. She talking over their heads. Sometimes with these little rock-hard kids, you got to spell the words. You can't just say it out loud because they're going to bash you for 3 days about the shit. Carlissa didn't need Blueface or Krishan to make no money. When Blueface and Krishan was fighting and stuff like that, Carlissa wasn't feeding off of them. Carlissa had her own thing, her own show. And what people don't realize is Krishan took Carlissa's idea to Zeus. Carlissa told Krishan her idea about a show, and Krishan went and sold it to Zeus with Blueface. That was her idea, what they did. But Carlissa said, just like me, I've been through this before. Well, I done told somebody, hey, I want to do YouTube. I want to do ... And then next thing you know, they was pushing somebody else to do YouTube. And they knew that I was saying that I wanted to do it. But that didn't make me stop doing it. I went ahead and started my channel, and I said, you know what, what's for me is for me. And if God wants this for me, then it's going to happen for me. And if he don't, then I got to move on to something else. Or either keep trying, because I probably would have still tried to do a channel, because that's how much I love it. I love doing YouTube. I love making content. I love what I'm doing right now, which is trying to open up y'all eyes to see that everything ain't what it seems. And I know y'all might not like Carlissa, but I'm telling y'all right now, I want to shut that shit down right now, y'all. Carlissa didn't have nothing to do with Ronnie being unalived. I can tell y'all that with confidence. And y'all know I want the people who was involved to be locked up. This video is probably one of the reasons why Quell was crying 2 hours ago. Because he finally see the truth. This is somebody who wasn't just, I ain't never seen her before. So for her to be out here saying this, and this, I know Quell know that it's coming soon. He getting locked up very soon. I know that he probably feel that right now, because I can feel it. But I want y'all to know right now, y'all know we love each other more than anything. We love each other more than anything. So we might debate about it, but we ain't going to fight about it. We ain't going to stop talking to each other about it, because at the end of the day, we don't know these people. We know and love each other. But I can tell y'all with all the confidence in me, if whether Carlissa was in Baltimore or not, I know she didn't have nothing to do with Ronnie being unalived, y'all. I know she didn't. I know that they both, her and Jaden, have done their thing without Krishan being around or involved. Carlissa don't need no money or no favors, because TikTok is doing well. Jaden, she done messed around and landed on her feet. And she got her own income coming in. They don't need, and that's what I'm talking about. The only person who needed anything was Krishan. That's why when Blueface got locked up, the truth came out about who is who, and who was really using who for clout, who was really using who for money. And I told y'all, Krishan, I've been telling y'all for years. Everybody was thinking Krishan loved Blueface. She loved him more than her son. She loved the ground he walked on. I told y'all, and I keep telling y'all, she hates Blueface. Why do you think it is that she can set up and unalive the father of her child? These men that she be in relationships with, she don't be in love with them. She be wanting to suck their soul out. And then reinvent it. Take their whole swag. She was acting like Ronnie when she met Blueface. Do you understand me? Did you hear what I said? She was acting like Ronnie, talking like Ronnie, moving like Ronnie when she met Blueface. When she get with a man, she wants to take on their soul. Y'all don't understand the type of darkness this girl is and what she do. But for a woman to be able to unalive the father of her child, she never loved him. But she made him think she did. Remember the fights Ronnie told y'all about? So when she talked to Ronnie on the phone, you think she gonna tell the truth, or do you think she gonna try to make Blueface, Carlissa, Jaden, all of them look bad to explain why she's such a fucked up person and why she do people dirty? Oh yeah, I know I said I was gonna do this, but you don't understand. He had me trapped in the house. I couldn't get out. Oh man, they just using me for money. Every time she go to Baltimore, she talk about how they using her for money. I don't nobody need a damn thing from that girl. And we gotta shatter them lies. Those are lies. She wants y'all to beef with Carlissa and Jaden and them so that y'all can't come together. If y'all was to come together, if y'all only knew the shit she said about y'all to them. Divide and conquer is what she do. Remember, she said she had to throw Jaden off. She told Jaden, I fuck with you, I fuck with you. Just so she can count the people behind her. The girl gonna tell you her game. She's a narc. She's dumb. She thinks she's smart. Now I gotta go use the bathroom, but I will talk more about that tomorrow. But I just wanted y'all to know I want to nip that in the bud right now, cause this ain't have nothing to do with it, y'all. And I get it because we gotta clock things on every aspect, even if it's uncomfortable. So there are some times that I'm gonna have to tell y'all, yeah, man, I wish that wasn't true, but it makes sense. But this ain't one of them times, y'all. I'm telling y'all, Carlos ain't had nothing to do with that man being unalive. That was Krishan and Quell, man. And the stylist, that's why y'all ain't seen that man. Y'all ain't seen that man because he's seen something that disturbed him, man. Y'all. Man, y'all just don't know. Let's keep rocking though. Boy, I be having them bars.
Is so evil, you guys. And Krishan is mistaking these opportunities and these things for people caring about her. And nobody got that girl back. That girl is so lost in life. And I had so much sympathy for Krishan until the unaliving of Ronnie. People would ask me in interviews all the time, would you ever manage Jaden? Would you ever manage Krishan? And I would tell them yes. They would ask me in interviews, well, because they thought I was gonna have Bonnie's opinion. And I didn't, because I really believe I'm such girl power. I'm just like, they
Wait a minute. Now I think I know who this lady is. Is this the lady that was on the interview with Bonnie on No Jumper? Hold on, we're gonna find out. Let's just keep going.
all were dealing with Blueface. They all are kind of connected. They all have a story. It is what it is. You get it? But all of these ladies are going to be able to be talented and successful and thrive on their own. Everybody was dealt a bad hand in that situation. So I never came for her until Ronnie's passing, because then I really got it. Everything that Ronnie told me was the truth. Ronnie never, never, never lied to me, okay? I would tell Ronnie, when people talk to you, tell them bad stuff about me. Pretend like you don't like me and Bonnie. Tell them this. Don't let people know we're working together. He would tell certain people. He would talk shit about me to certain. Okay, tell this person this. Oh, this page is asking about me. Oh no, tell him you don't like me and Bonnie. Tell him this. We was playing all y'all. Like, we were so close. But we had to do it because certain narratives wouldn't get reached unless, they thought he was mad at me or they thought we weren't talking. So, oh, goddamn, did we not play the game? We're good at the game, you guys. We're very good at the game. So don't for a second think that there was any kind of anything. I knew everything. Ronnie showed me everything. I know every text message. I know everything that blogger said. I know everything. We know everything, you guys. In order to dominate this circus, we had to infiltrate all levels of it. We're in Krishan group chats. They don't even know it. We get daily updates about her and what the team's gonna do. That's how good my team is. We've always been one step ahead. So please don't ever think that we didn't know exactly what was going on at all times. You feel me? It cracks me up when we would get messages like, oh my God, this, and that. I'm like, yeah, we got your guys' ass. So we were very close to Ronnie, you guys, and you fucking dusty ass bitches too are just as bad. DJ Sky, you're fucking slow ass bitch. You're just as bad. Excuse my language before I get knocked off of here. Girl, you're just as bad. Y'all don't know how to take care of kids to save your life. Shame on you guys. You guys don't even like Krishan. Y'all using her for clout. It's so obvious. A real friend would never have that baby rolling on the side of the beach. That baby in a smoke shop. Are you kidding me? You guys are trash. You guys are trash. Trash. Oh my goodness. Oh my God. And like Miss Kim said, who's Whack 100's ex-wife, I couldn't do it no more. I couldn't watch this girl manipulate people. I couldn't watch this girl not take care of her son. I couldn't watch this girl so disrespectful, so ungrateful, so entitled, so demonic. You had Whack 100 Miss Kim trying to set you up. And let me make this very clear. Blueface's team, we're gonna get to the money, okay? There's all connections. Let's not pretend like we all don't see Whack talking to Krishan, Miss Kim managing Krishan. It is everybody. This whole circus is intertwined, you guys. Everybody is looking for a handout. Everybody, this industry is so evil, you guys. And Krishan is mistaken these opportunities and these things for people caring about her. And nobody got that girl back. That girl is so lost in life. And I had so much sympathy for Krishan until the unaliving of Ronnie. People would ask me in interviews all the time, would you ever manage Jaden? Would you ever manage Krishan? And I would tell them yes. They would ask me in interviews, well, because they thought I was going to have Bonnie's opinion, and I didn't, because I really believe I'm such girl power. I'm just like, they all were dealing with Blueface. They all are kind of connected. They all have a story. It is what it is. You get it? But all of these ladies are going to be able to be talented and successful and thrive on their own. Everybody was dealt a bad hand in that situation. So I never came for her until Ronnie's passing, because then I really got it. Everything that Ronnie told me was the truth. Ronnie never lied to me, okay? I would tell Ronnie, when people talk to you, tell them bad stuff about me. Pretend like you don't like me and Bonnie. Tell them this. Don't let people know we're working together. He would tell certain people, he would talk shit about me to certain, okay, tell this person this. Oh, this page is asking about me. Oh no, tell him you don't like me and Bonnie. Tell him this. We was playing all y'all. Like, we were so close. But we had to do it because certain narratives wouldn't get reached unless, they thought he was mad at me or they thought we weren't talking. So, oh, goddamn, did we not play the game? We're good at the game, you guys. We're very good at the game. So don't for a second think that there was any kind of anything. I knew everything. Ronnie showed me everything. I know every text message. I know everything that blogger said. I know everything. We know everything, you guys. In order to dominate this circus, we had to infiltrate all levels of it. We're in Krishan group chats. They don't even know it. We get daily updates about her and what the team's gonna do. That's how good my team is. We've always been one step ahead. So please don't ever think that we didn't know exactly what was going on at all times. You feel me? It cracks me up when we would get messages like, oh my God, this, and that. I'm like, yeah, we got your guys' ass. So we were very close to Ronnie, you guys, and we loved him, and we were just so proud of him. He was such a talented musician. He was ready. His music and his streaming numbers were going up. The love of the people. I think everybody was shook. That nigga had everybody shook. That nigga could have been bigger than Blueface. His music was so good. He had everybody shook. How you pop in the industry like that and you have that much a reaction? This industry, you guys, is having people connect with you. You can have a hit single, you can have anything, but if you don't have fans and you don't have people to buy your music, you're nothing without the connection to the.
Yeah, his music still going up. One thing we love is his music. We gonna make sure we play that music over here. We gonna make sure we play that music.
People, right? Because making that connection is what it's all about in this industry. People that really support you and love you. And Ronnie was able to do that and do it fast. And it was unbelievable.
I miss you.
And he had so much
Keep
hate coming from
going in.
every
Keep
single
going
corner.
in.
He was
The
trying to protect
same
his
wig
family,
for
keep it out of it, do what he needed to do as a man.
Use the
Can you
stinky,
guys
dirty
imagine
wig.
what he had to go through?
Stinky, dirty wig. It was stinky.
Yeah, and I see you, Lady T. Yeah, CPS has pulled up multiple times, you guys. Excuse me. You guys, I'm very sick. I have the flu. Hold on, you guys. My thing's gonna die. Let me charge it real quick. I don't want it to die on you guys. And remember, you guys, I'm out of town visiting my family. I'm not home, so I don't have my normal backdrop. And I'm super sick, and I'm leaving tomorrow in the morning to go out of town.
Stinky, dirty wig. He got a big stinky, dirty wig.
You guys said what was going on about CPS? Hold on, you guys. I'm making sure my charger's plugged in.
Hold on, y'all. Here I come.
Hold on, you guys. Let me fix this because I have got to get this.
Is there any more that you gonna
Charge this plug right. Okay. Thank you so much, Tracy. Girl, that's this flu is going around.
Andy, is
Let me
that
tell
about
you.
it?
It is going around. But oh my God, I've been
gonna
having so
say
much
more?
fun. I'm really super busy, you guys. I work a lot, so I don't get to get back home and see my family a lot. And so it's been such a joy.
Yeah, we might have to break this up. Because I got to show y'all the messages. I got to show y'all the messages again. Before we get off of here, do y'all want to look at the messages from between Ronnie and the person that unalived him before we go? Is there any new people in the chat who have not seen Quell texting Ronnie? Yeah, I want to look at that before we go. All right, I'll let her. Okay, baby. All right, understood, y'all. Understood. I will do that. She haven't said what the family said. Okay, let's save that for tomorrow. I'm gonna let her keep going for a little bit, so that way tomorrow we'll only have an hour left because we are about halfway through with her. Ronnie was more talented than Blue, in my opinion. I'm just saying, musically, absolutely, I agree with you. When it comes to rapping and when it comes to beats and stuff like that, like real music, I just now saw Blueface process of making music with him and DDG. I think when Blueface and DDG are together, I think it's different versus Blueface by himself. He got a couple of good songs by himself, but see, Blueface is not, to me, he's not a rapper's rapper. Blueface is more of an entertainer to me, not a rapper's rapper. He know how to make a hit. He know how to make good music. He know how to navigate the industry. And Ronnie is more inclined lyrically. When it comes to making beats, I just love his beats, man. I do think that Ronnie can flow better. I think that Blueface just knows how to make something happen. You feel me? He know how to make something pop. You hear me? He knows how to make something that people gonna want to hear. He know how to read the he know how to read the room, man. He know how to do what he do. But as far as rap, Blueface is gonna do whatever he need to do to get it. He gonna do it. And I think that if him and DDG was like a group, I think they'll be way different than them just being separate artists. I wish they would do a whole album together. I really do. Yeah, Blue gonna be okay. Y'all know I love everybody, you know what I mean? And that's the thing. I love Ronnie and I love Blueface. You feel me? Like I want the best for everybody, and I really wish that wouldn't have happened to Ronnie. But I know who this lady is. I remember now because she did that interview with Bonnie on No Jumper. So we definitely gonna talk more about this tomorrow. I'm gonna let her keep going.
Like I didn't miss so many birthdays and activities, and they really got me doing the most. Like we were just having so much fun. It feels so good to be back home with your family, getting that love, you know, like I just love it. Like I just adore my nieces and nephews, and just I'm so blessed to have such a good family and a supportive family. So it feels good, Auntie. I'm on Auntie Jess duties, okay? I'm just so happy to see my sisters and my brothers and my nieces and nephew thriving, and I'm just really happy to get back home and just spend some time. So I'm just enjoying it. I'm kind of on a little vacay, and I've been just having a blast and doing the most, and got a little cold. Now I know you guys can hear it, and excuse me, you guys. So anyways, you guys, let's get into my conversation with Ronnie's family, okay? And I'm gonna be very transparent with you guys because this is why I've kind of been offline and not.
We got to do that tomorrow because if we start talking about it, guess what? Your sister gonna be late for work tomorrow and all of that. So we ain't gonna do that. It's about 10 o'clock. It's about 10 o'clock, y'all. So before we go, and if you was in this live tonight, thank you for bearing with me because before this live, I probably sat in here for about an hour before I even hit live because I just been in deep thought. My mind have been on so much, y'all. My mind have been on so much, and I've been quietly praying to God, and I just got so many questions, and some of them God is answering, and some of them I'm just wondering, like, what are we gonna do about this, Lord? Like, what are we gonna do about this? Because I want this to be better too. You know, what are we gonna do about this, Lord? Because I want to be able to be fully happy, and it's just a couple of loose ends that I want God to fix so that I can truly be in my true self, man, and I can just be myself, man, y'all. It's hard and it's frustrating. It's frustrating, y'all. It's been a minute, and I know that some of y'all might even know what I'm talking about. Okay, but that was one of the things too that I was thinking about. Like, God, how long am I gonna have to do this? How long am I gonna go through this? When, you know, it's a lot. It's a lot. It's so much. And so y'all pray for me and my and you know, and I'm gonna pray for y'all. And I just wonder how my testimony gonna go about certain things. And I hope that and pray that I get my true full happiness. Cause I'm like right there, y'all. I am right there at it. I am right there at it. And this is the closest that I've been to it in a long, long time. And I want to go all the way. I don't want to just get relaxed. You know, I don't want to just get relaxed. I haven't. I don't know if they mad at me about not going in last week when they called me and wanted me to just go in and stop what I was doing. I don't know if they mad at me about that or what, but they've been playing with me with the hours. So now I'm worried about that too. You know what I'm saying? Like, so if you want to donate, the cash app is at the bottom of the screen. If you want to donate, okay, the cash app is $QINGLEXUS. And we're gonna come over here real quick, and we're going to look at one more message that he sent our brother, and then we'll do the other one tomorrow. All right. So right now we here. I'm gonna start over. Wait, I'm gonna stand on business for my son. You don't gotta like. You don't gotta like it. Everybody got opinions. Then he said, "I'm sure. Don't she have her own personal life? I just don't like men on bullying and clowning." And he did exactly that. He did exactly that. He came to bully and clown, but bullying and clowning a girl or a clown, shit. I need my glasses, child. Okay. On bullying. Oh, there we go. I just don't like men bullying and clowning a girl on clown shit. I fuck with, she fuck with me, and her don't have bad blood. You know, he had intercourse with Krishan, and he on top of the world. He think that they gonna live happily ever after if he do what she tell him to do. Also, she bragging about how she unallowed Geronimo Vasquez and got away with it. So he definitely got to catch a body now, because the woman who he want to start screwing already got one under her belt. You gotta think about all the aspects, y'all, because all of these small, tiny, minute aspects all formulate a big motive. You hear me? A big motive, including the money. All right. You just said the baby wasn't yours last week, my boy. Make your mind up. Crying, laughing. Is he gonna say something else? Like, come on. Okay, it's coming, y'all. Hold on. He's literally waiting on Ronnie. You see how he moving it up and down? He waiting on Ronnie to message him back. This is what you call a stalker. Let me tell y'all something. When I message somebody, I don't just sit there and wait and wait and wait and wait. If the phone is still on that, then it's because I forgot to take it off of it. But he literally is sitting there waiting so he can record him, y'all. It's ridiculous. Thank you. Thank you. Thank y'all so much. It is a lot, y'all. This gonna be after this one, we gonna wrap it up until tomorrow. But I want the people to see this one, y'all. I understand. Where is my glasses? This look crazy. I can't have this. Hold on. Ronnie said, "Bro, I'm not bullying. I called her a bitch after she tried to get me locked up. You act like you smoked the nigga with the bitch. You wouldn't be mad. She telling the law in your face. Nigga not on no tough shit. Could have been did something to her or blue face. I'm trying to establish fraternity. You geeking. So he let him know, like, come on, bro, I ain't on no bullshit, bro. It ain't nothing like that, bro. It ain't nothing like that. I'm just trying to establish a fraternity, bro. You tripping. This is what Ronnie said. The person who Krishan paid to unalive him is now currently stalking him. And I have been showing you guys the characteristics of this person all last week. For the new people, my girls in the chat, y'all see my girls? They already know. All my girls that's in the chat already know. I see you, Tara and TBT. Y'all holding it down. Yes, thank you. I love it. When Holy Ghost Girl is on a break, y'all come through and y'all be holding it down. Y'all really doing y'all thing. TT sisters. My TT sisters is doing their thing. I'm proud of y'all. I love y'all. Y'all know I love y'all, right? Put a one in the chat for Holy Ghost Girl, y'all. Let's lift her up. Let's lift her up and give her positive energy, Holy Ghost Girl. We got nothing but positive energy going out to you. We love you, girl. And we can't wait to see you again in the chat, girl. You know we gonna rip for you over here, girl. You know we love you, girl. That's what I'm talking about. Put ones in the chat for Holy Ghost Girl. See Holy Ghost Girl some love right now. Put ones in the chat for our sister. Put ones in the chat for our sister, Holy Ghost Girl. Cause guess what? I'ma have them put ones in the chat for you too one day. I love y'all. But yeah, so let's keep going. Let's keep going. Okay, so I told y'all everything he said, and he told Quell he geeking, he tripping. If he wanted to do something to Blueface, he could have been did it, but he didn't. He just want to establish fraternity. That's what he just said. And he said, "Come on, bro, you geeking." Mind you, he's saying all of this while he telling us what happened. Wait, Quell, show us what you said, nigga. He said he not on no test shit. Oh shit, that's crazy. I thought y'all. Well, do you see how slow he is? Look how slow he types. Look at it. We still waiting. He's stuck. He glitching. He glitching right now. The video is still playing. He is glitching right now. He don't know. Yeah. Uh. 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 That's what's going on. Wake up, Quell. Snap out of it, nigga. You screen recording. There you go. There you go. Justified. You couldn't figure it out. You had to figure out how to spell justified. Then you had to remember you got spell check on there so it don't matter. It's gonna pop up. You over there. Justified. J-U. Yeah, you over there glitching. Yeah, I'm on your head. You know why I'm on your head. You know I'm a Donkey Kong your ass every time too. Because you did that and you didn't have to. You took that man from his baby, man. The only man, the only boy, the only man in the family. Krishan hated that. Don't y'all understand? She hated that. That's why Ronnie Auntie said what she said at the funeral. We're gonna talk about that tomorrow. Who gonna remind me? And Holy Ghost Girl, you see the girls that put the ones in the chat for you, sis. You see the girls that put the ones in the chat for you, sis. We love you, girl. We love you. We know you gonna see the replay. And I want you to see all the girls that put a one in the chat for you, sis. Yeah. 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 Cause if y'all absent, look, we're gonna put a one in the chat for you too sometimes. You never know. We all we got. That's right. We all we got. So the same thing I do for one, I'm gonna do for the next. Cause I would want you to treat me the same. Y'all, we building something over here, y'all. And we're gonna build it on solid ground. As solid as we can get it. Right? And the only way we can do that is if we keep God first, y'all. We got to keep God first in the center of our relationship. We got to keep God in the center of everything we do. I'm not one of those people where this ain't no old fashioned stuff over here, okay? There's real life stuff. Real life stuff. So I am not perfect. I am not perfect. But God loved me. I got to love me. And I appreciate y'all loving me, man. I really do. And I want y'all to know I love y'all back, man. Oh shit. That's crazy. I thought y'all justified that. Shout out to Ruby. Y'all know Ruby got something for us. I'm about to go ahead and go eat, girl. Cause girl, if I be on here for another 5 minutes, girl, y'all gonna see me like this. I love y'all, man. And y'all pray for me, please. And maybe on my way to work or on my way home from work when I'm in the car, we can talk deeper about it. But it's a lot of stuff I want to talk to y'all about. So let's just keep praying, y'all. Anybody who want to donate, if you want to donate, the Cash App is down there at the bottom. I don't think nobody donated for the last couple of videos. And I'm going to go look. If you did, you know that I'm going to fix it and tell you that I apologize and that I did see you donate. But I don't know if I seen it. We know, sis. We all love you too. And oh, thank you, baby. We know, sis. We all love you too, and we always will. Thank you. I know what you're saying. I know what you're saying. It's all love, y'all. It's all love, y'all. Becoming family, stand up. Big mama, big mama, big mama, big mama. Good night, y'all. Big mama.